So, it's now Saturday, December 9th. Kind of amazing. Yeah. Guess we're, hold on, let me turn on my volume a little bit here. There we go. Volume's better now. And yeah, we're starting over at Pokemon Home because I feel like it. What are you doing in Pokemon Home? I'm gonna show you. Because I'm gonna, yeah. Okay, what's going on? Why isn't this going over? There we go. Okay, didn't want to go. Alright, so we're starting at Pokemon Home. I don't know about you guys, but Pokemon Home's been acting really odd for me lately. Like, it takes forever to log in. Like, sometimes it goes right in, and then other times it just takes like a minute. Like an entire minute sometimes to log in. There we go. Okay, this one actually went kind of fast. Good. So, I did get more Pokemans, which I'm very happy about. I did get some from Sword. In fact, funnily enough, I didn't know what the Tera raids were. I didn't look ahead of time. I actually looked just this morning because I was like, oh yeah, I should probably check and see what the Tera raids are. Then I saw that there were Palkia and Dialga, and then I'm like, oh great, look. I just caught a Dialga in Sword and Shield. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to get a third Dialga probably then at this point. But yeah, I did get a few extra legendaries over in Sword and Shield. I did get a Lugia, or I'm sorry, a Lugia, as some of you guys say. I'm going to call it Lugia. I don't care what you say. I also got a Latios, and I got a Kartana. Yeah, got a pretty good little run this week. Got a Kartana, got a Groudon, an Articuno, and yes, I did get another Raichu, the Surfing Raichu. And actually, I should probably pull him over. Let me back out of this. I'm going to pull him over to Scarlet and Violet. Because I know somebody wanted him. Somebody had been bugging me ever since they saw my little Surfing Raichu months ago. Somebody else wanted one, and I couldn't get one. Although I knew you could get one in Sword and Shield, and I just so happened to find one. You can only get them in the Dynamax Adventures, though. That's the only place you can get them, so you have to go into the Dynamax Adventures to get them. So I did manage to get one on a failed raid. So it was like my little consolation prize. So whoever wanted it is going to have the opportunity to get it from me if they still do. Yeah, we don't really need to bring Dialga over. Groudon, I already have a Groudon and Articuno over there. Yeah, I don't need to bring these. Let's see, the Rayquaza. I'm hoping that by the time, what is it, Wednesday, I think? Wednesday, did you get your free Darkrai yet? A free Darkrai? Did we get a Darkrai? I didn't know. Nobody shared a code or anything. I had not heard. Yeah, like I said, I've been messing around in Sword and Shield so much this week that I hadn't really been paying much attention to Scarlet and Violet. New moon is coming. Oh, interesting. I guess Darkrai is eventually going to be one of the new Tera raids, maybe? Or not? Or they're just going to add him? I already have a Darkrai, but I would not mind having another one. I could train that one a little bit differently. But yeah, I was pretty happy with my take this week. Yeah, look at that. Groudon, Articuno, a Kartana, Lugia, Dialga, and Latios. A couple of these I didn't have. Like, I didn't have this Lugia, and I didn't have the Kartana. So it was nice to get those. So let me save this real quick, because I wanted to bring over this Surfing Raichu. Yeah, I know. Just save, please. A shiny Lucario. Oh, cool. Yeah, I had not heard about those. I've been pretty unplugged from Scarlet and Violet this week. In fact, I haven't played Scarlet Violet this week at all. Since last stream, I have not even touched it. I immediately put Sword and Shield back in and went back to farming the old legendaries. So let's see. Let's get out of here. Let's go ahead and start up our Scarlet and Violet. And then we'll redeem these two codes here. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a stream on Wednesday whenever the DLC goes live. I am curious though, because somebody was already saying, "Oh, we're supposed to be getting a whole bunch of other legendaries when the DLC goes live." And interestingly enough, I've not seen any sort of patch information or anything. Usually they release a patch, usually a week in advance before they do. I should probably go online before they release the DLC. Now I know we had a pretty big patch when the first part of the DLC came out. Now we're getting the second part of the DLC. But I imagine they always like to do another patch afterward just in case something isn't right. You know, they gotta fix a few things or something like that. Oh my god. Mass outbreaks. Oh, look! Milceries! Oh, nice. Okay, so we're getting Milcery, which is nice. I don't care about the other two, but the Milcery I actually do care about. I want to read about this. What's with the Milcery? What do we got here? Get festive with mass outbreaks of Pokemon. It's time to celebrate and seek out shiny... Oh, nice. Okay, so they're offering a bunch of shiny opportunities. Okay. December 21st. Oh, wait. Let's get... Okay. Until Thursday, December 21st. Okay, mass outbreak events featuring different Pokemon will occur around the Palkia region, the land of Kitakami, and the terrarium at Blueberry Academy. Okay. Flabebe, don't care about that one. Are appearing throughout Palkia. Mass outbreaks. Litwick, okay, that one's cool. And then... Indigo Disc. Oh, so Milcery isn't coming until the 14th. That's the one I actually care about. Because Milcery turns into Alchemy. And Alchemy is actually... it's actually a cool-looking Pokemon. It's just a big thing of Cool Whip. Are more likely to appear in these special mass outbreaks, so don't miss your chance. Okay. I already have a shiny Flabebe. I wouldn't mind getting a shiny Litwick, though, I guess. But the shiny Milcery is what I'm really caring about. And then, of course, we've got Palkia and Dialga now. We get a challenge. Catch version-exclusive legendary Pokemon. I don't even know which version. Let me see. It cannot normally be encountered. Palkia. Oh, so Palkia is in Violet. Okay, so that's going to be the one that I'm going to see. Okay. I'm probably not going to do those quite yet. I'm going to wait until more people show up just in case they actually need the Palkia. So that will give them a chance to actually catch it. Somebody's clicking the little heart over and over and over again. And then I guess Dialga's over there. Okay, so it kind of makes sense. Well, now I'm going to have... Gosh, I guess that's going to be my third or fourth Palkia, I think. I think it's my third Palkia. And then we'll have a chance to get our third Dialga. So that's interesting. I did not expect them to do both of them at the same time. I thought that they would do one and then the other. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's a little gift. Mystery gifts. Okay. Darkrai and Lucario. Okay, cool. So let's get our little gifts then. Oops. Go back. Yeah, I got it. Just go. Okay, what do we got? So, let me see. You said the shiny Lucario. I've already got a shiny Lucario, but obviously there's nothing wrong with getting another one. Let's see. Shiny Buddy. Do you guys read at all? Like, do you, like, read novels and stuff? I mean, I know you probably know how to read. I mean, like, do you actually read novels? I read a lot of books. And I actually just finished one this morning, and it's just bugging the hell out of me. I read a classic, which I'd actually had the book for several years, but I just never bothered to read it. And like a week ago, I saw it there because I was cleaning off like stuff on my bookshelf, and there it was. And I was like, man, I've had this thing forever and I've never read it. And so I was like, let's go ahead and read it. Let's just read it. And it's a classic. It's called Ethan Frome by Edith. Is it Edith Wharton? I think it is. I have it actually here. Yeah, Edith Wharton. She's the author. And it's called Ethan Frome. And I'd known it was a classic, obviously. It's an older book. And I generally like to dig into the classics because, you know, a lot of them tend to be really, really good, very entertaining. You know, they have a very, you know, different way of writing than we do in the modern era. And so I was like, well, let's dig into it and let's see if it's any good. And the story itself is very well written, as expected. But that ending, man, I got to the end, like the first, because a lot of these books, the way they used to really write them is they would have, like, you would get, you know, the climax right there at the end, and then like the last 10 pages is where they answered all the questions, that sort of thing. And so I get to the last 10 pages, and sure enough, there's the climax, and then there's like a short, you know, kind of after story, kind of like a little explanation of how things end up. And I'm like, that is just the most depressing story I've read in years. It was just like, what did I even read that for? I just, yeah. I don't hate the book. I won't say that. But it was just, and I get that, you know, there are stories out there that just don't have happy endings. That's not what I was looking for. I was not looking for a happy ending, especially in an older book. A lot of older books don't tend to really do that whole happily ever after thing, and that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, the ending to this one was just depressing. It was like, ugh. I was like, did I just... And thankfully the book isn't that long. It's only like 180 pages, 190 pages. It's not that long. Which is why I was able to get through it so quickly. But yeah, it's just one of those books that you read it and you just have to kind of sit there for a minute and just like seriously, the first thought that came to my mind after I sat there for a good minute just thinking about it, the first thing I said to myself is, why did I ever read this? Why did I ever read this book? And I was like, that is just utterly depressing. I was just so, it just bummed me out so much. Like, I knew it wasn't really going to have like an ideal ending or a happy ending or anything like that, but it was just so, ugh. I just did not like it. I was just like, man, no, I can't. I was like, no. Again, like I was saying, it's well written. It is a very interesting story, but it's just, ugh. I don't really want to spoil it in case anybody actually wants to go and read it. But yeah, you'll be done in 3 minutes. Well, I took my time. It was one of those books that I would only pick up and read for like maybe 10, 15 minutes a day, and then I'll put it down. But then, of course, once it got like to like I think I was like at page 52 or so, I was like, okay, because they, at that point, by page 150 or so, it's already built up the story enough to where it's like, okay, I got to finish this. And so that's why I just kind of zoomed through the last, 35, 40 pages. And then I was just like, what the hell did I just read? Don't ignore you? How am I ignoring you? I'm just kind of going over what I think about this book. Moby Dick is a good book. I've heard about it. Obviously, I've heard about that book. I never read it. It is a long book, if I remember correctly. It's one of those epic sagas. It's like a 500-page book. It's really long, which isn't necessarily bad. She is the Devil in the Rhine, one of the greatest soldiers of the... What are we talking about here? Hold on. You should read the Saga of Tanya of Evil. Never heard about that. Peaceful life in Japan until he woke up in a war-torn world. I tend not to read books on war. Those are even more depressing. Yeah, like the actual book that's, kind of like the definitive book about War and Peace. I'm very aware of it. I started reading it years ago, and I'm like, this is really going to depress me. I really don't want to read this. So I stopped reading it. I purposely stopped reading it. There was another book called 1906 that I started reading, and again, same thing. I realized that it starts talking about the war, and I'm like, I really don't want to read this now. Yeah, anytime the books start, like if that's going to be like a focal point of the book, one of the world wars or the Civil War, I tend to put those books down. I just don't like reading those. Can we do Dialga and Palkia? Well, yeah, that's the point of the stream, Hustler. It's a fantasy book. I don't read fantasy books very much either. A majority of the stuff that I read tends to be stories that are much more real to life or true to life. That's the kind of stuff that I go for. I tend to go for slice of life type novels. A few classics. I've read a handful of Shakespeare stuff too. And not just because you were required to read it in high school. And some of those were actually not bad. Like, Hamlet was really good. I really enjoyed Hamlet. And Hamlet's one of those stories where it actually does have one of those really depressing, sad endings. But at that point, you kind of see it coming. Like, you get like 2/3 through the entire story, and you know what's going to happen. You just have to just keep reading it and just be like, okay, how bad is this going to get? And it is kind of insane. Hamlet's actually excellent. Also read A Midsummer Night's Dream. That one was okay. I've heard, obviously, about Much Ado About Nothing, but I've not read that one. The Scarlet Letter is another one that's really good. It's a period piece. That one was really good. Very well written. Are you ready for GTA 6? Nobody's ready for GTA 6. It's like over a year away. Here, we'll actually get into this raid here while I chat about books. What is it? We're doing a rock type? Okay, so we just gotta grab a water boy. Actually, let me grab my shiny one. Here we go. But yeah, a lot of people have been like, because they know that I read, like, especially like my family, they all know that I'm a big reader. I read a lot of books. And there was like, oh man, have you read Harry Potter? And I'm just like, no. They're like, why not? I thought you liked reading. And I go, it's just not my cup of tea. I don't really go for, high fantasy. Even Lord of the Rings. I won't. Not that I won't read Lord of the Rings. It's just not like the movies I enjoyed. The old movie, The Hobbit, back in the one from the 1970s, that was really good. But I just won't read them. I don't know what it is, but with some of those high fantasy novels, I know there's a lot of world building involved in those. And I found that oftentimes with books like that, if they have to do a absolute metric ton of world building, I tend to get bored. And I just don't want to say I don't have the patience for it. It's just that, especially now, the way my life is, I just don't have time to sit and read a book for, 2 or 3 hours a day. I wish I did, but I can't do that anymore. So that's why I don't get into books like, The Lord of the Rings or a lot of high fantasy novels where there's a ton of world building. If it's a book that already has an established lore that I'm familiar with, then I'll probably read it. But if I have to, go back to like book 1 and there's a ton of world building, then I may get sick of it. You read light novels. So novellas. Is that what you read, novellas? Or do they have a different definition nowadays for light novels? I actually do speed read. Yeah, I speed read. If I really wanted to, I could get through a 300-page book in a day. If I gave myself the time, I could get through it really quickly. I learned how to speed read when I was in high school because I spent so much time at the library. And I read so many books when I was a teenager. I just kind of figured, well, let me figure out how to speed read. And yeah, the way the secret to speed reading is just kind of breaking up the text in bunches. And once you can recognize a group of words like that are commonly used over and over again, especially within a given novel, you get through those little phrases much faster. And so you're not reading each individual word. You're reading a group of like 4, 5, even 6 words and your understanding is already there, and so you can just speed through that part, and so that's how you get much faster at reading. Oh, so like illustrated manga. Oh, okay, that's different. I read some manga. Some manga is actually pretty entertaining. It's weird though. I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, I read like 100 books last year," and I'm like, "Really? Anything that I may have read?" And they'll name like nothing but manga, and I'm like, "Oh." Like that kind of like, oh, I thought you meant like actual novels. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that manga isn't literature. It is absolutely literature. It is. Manga is literature. And some of the manga are really, really good. They're excellent. Some of them are just straight up excellent. However, it's very different, and I know this for a fact because I've done it. It's one thing to read a manga book, and it's a completely different thing to read a full 400-page novel. Completely different experience. And you get through them at very different speeds. Like, for a while, I was reading the manga for Nana, which came out, I think it was like the mid-2000s or so. Oh, really? You just reset all my stats after I'm... Oh, wow, that's awesome of you. It came out like in the mid-2000s. And so I went and I bought one of the books. And I bought the... and knowing that it was manga, and I immediately figured that I could get through it really quickly. Really? You're going to keep making me do the sword dance? I figured I could get through it quickly, so I didn't buy just the first novel. I bought the first two. Because, you know, with each of these manga series, they usually turn in, you know, they're usually... They you know, ship them out in multiple volumes, is what I'm trying to say. So one manga can have like 20 volumes, you know? I'm pretty sure Hammer knows about this. And so I buy the first two, and I read them both, no joke, in like an hour and a half. Like it took no time at all to read them, and I was like, wow. And and each of them was like $8, which is fine. I have no problem with that, but it was just, I was like, that's so odd that I'm just able to get through these super quick, and it's really is. Oh, you're gonna make me use sword dance again. That's so stupid. It's just really kind of a bummer for me, because when I get into a book, I generally think to myself, well, this is a book I can probably dive into, and it'll take me like, you know, a week or two to read it. But no, with manga, I just read them way too fast. I get through them way too fast. So yeah, I read two volumes of the Nana manga in an hour and a half, and I was like, well, do I want to go buy the third one, or how do I want to do this? And again, like I said, it's good. It was really good. It's just that they're so short. They're so insanely short. Like, no joke. If you were to take a manga and turn it into a novel, like if you were to take one of the volumes, like volume 1 of one of the manga, it's probably like 30 pages, maybe 35 pages, depending on the size of the volume. I know volumes are different in sizes and whatnot. But yeah, it was super short. But yeah, a lot of I mean, I've read novellas. Like a novella, if you don't know what a novella is, a novella is kind of like it's like a short novel. That's basically what it is. And the last novella that I read was actually a long time ago. I haven't read one in a while. But the last one I read was The Old Man and the Sea, which, again, another classic. I read it when I was taking some college classes, and my English professor were having us do like some reviews and stuff on older novels and novellas. And I remember at the time I had actually just bought the book because I'd heard about it, and I was like, "Yeah, I just bought this book. Wow, that's a lot of star pieces. I just bought this book. Can I do my paper on this book?" And he's like, "Absolutely. That's actually one of the, you know, better ones to do it on." So that's what I did. And that particular novella was, I want to say, like 110 pages. Yeah, like 110 pages. Didn't even break it up into chapters or anything. It was just one long story. 110 pages. And again, I finished it in maybe 2 hours, something like that. It's a good book though. It was a very slow burn though, but still a very good book. I'm just waiting a little bit longer, guys. For those of you here wondering, you know, why we're talking about books. Well, we're talking about books mainly because I had just finished a book and I was mentioning it. We will be doing Dialga and Palkia. Don't worry, we're gonna do them. We're just doing a few warm-ups right now. So. Okay, we're not doing this one. But yeah, we're just talking about light novels aren't manga. Yeah, I know they're not. But see, that's the thing though. I've heard people refer to light novels as manga. Light novels, from what I understand, generally are geared toward younger people. And they really are light in the sense that they tend to be sort of like an in-between between novellas and full novels. Like, they're usually about 150 to maybe 200 pages long. And obviously they are, you know, geared toward a very particular type of audience. So no, I know they're not manga, but I have heard people refer to manga as light novels, and then for a while that kind of confused me because I was like, oh, that's not really the same thing. Because a manga is just that. It's manga. It's not, you know, now there can be a novelization of that manga. I've seen that before. I saw that with what, I forget which one it was. One of the Haruhi Suzumiya mangas. It was one of the later ones. I forget which exact one it was, but there was one that came. It took place basically after the show and the movie, and it had a slightly different name, but it was still all the same characters. And it wasn't a manga; it was a novelization of the manga. So it was all just text. There was no pictures or anything in there. But they can be pretty dark and meant for adults. Well, yeah, because they're geared toward young adult, not, you know, necessarily kids. And I mean, and even then, when you really think about it, even if it's geared towards, say, like teenagers deal with some pretty dark stuff sometimes. Speaking of which, what is Dark Week 2 again? Fighting? I think it's fighting. So yeah, it can be geared towards some or the story can take you to some pretty dark places. Like, what's that one show that's on HBO, Euphoria? Goblin Slayer, that is definitely geared toward older teens and adults. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a young adult or a light novel sort of thing. Thank you for the membership, Beatcraft. We, again, like I said, we are gonna do Dialga and Palkia. Just chill out. I'm just trying to wait for more people to get here, so that we can actually get a full team to go in there and make it worth it. Plus, we're just doing warm-ups and we're talking about books. Yeah, Goblin Slayer is very much not... Even for young teens, I would not let them read Goblin Slayer. No way. Absolutely not. Even for older teens, it will probably be a bit shocking because I think... I was going to say, I think Moni's aware of Goblin Slayer, and while I've not read the manga or the novelization, I did see the show. Holy crap, man. That first episode, dude. Wow. That's brutal. That was really brutal. I think it's been everything. Goblin Slayer can be... It was... Because I'm pretty sure there is a manga version of Goblin Slayer. I want to say I've seen it somewhere. A shiny Ludicolo? Or you mean Ludicolo? You find the show way too dark for your liking? The show is actually fine. I think if you can manage to get past the first episode of Goblin Slayer, the rest of the show is actually fine. I thought it was fine. Nothing amazing, but it wasn't terrible either. I tend to go for whenever I do watch anime or do any of that manga stuff now, which I don't really do very much of it anymore, but when I do, I tend to go for lighter stuff that's just kind of silly, kind of like that one show, Konosuba. That show is so stupid. But it's entertaining. It's so entertaining, and yes, there's fan service in it and all that stuff, but it's just a silly, stupid show, and I love it for that. Konosuba is so stupid. And weren't we supposed to be getting like a movie or like another season or something? I forgot. It takes so long sometimes for these things to just come to fruition. I just forget about them. But yeah, that show is hilarious. I just find it really dumb. Berserk? I've heard of Berserk. I've never seen it. There was another show that I saw some time ago called Claymore. Have y'all ever seen Claymore? It's an anime. It's kind of, I don't even really know what to make of it. It can be very dark at times, and it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, kind of a depressing anime, but it's still sort of interesting at the same time. Like I just had to keep watching it, even though or one of the main characters, it's like they just put her through the ringer. Just like she's constantly getting her butt kicked and just getting absolutely annihilated at times. It's just ugh. Oh, another one that was really good that I really enjoyed, Gunslinger Girl. If you've never seen Gunslinger Girl, it is actually really interesting. The way that they built up some of those characters was excellent. Like I think it was right toward the end. There's a character called Pinocchio who's one of the antagonists, one of the bad guys they're trying to get, and one of the good guys, I guess, she's ends up in a battle with him, and it's actually really really good. It's excellent. Like that final battle they go through is amazing. So yeah, Gunslinger Girl is pretty good. Kanan is another show I watched some time ago. Never did the manga or anything, but it's one of those older shows. But it is still pretty good. And then, of course, we have Cowboy Bebop. Everybody loves Cowboy Bebop. Berserk makes Goblin Slayer like a family-friendly show. I've seen some of those really hardcore, like down and dirty, kind of horror slash slasher sort of anime, and some of those are really brutal. I think there was one called Gare Zero. I think it was Gare Zero. I saw it was a long time ago. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, but that one had some pretty dark stuff in it. Like people in that particular show, there were people literally getting like their limbs ripped off. Not cut off, ripped off. It was pretty brutal. Yeah, lots of blood and stuff. Oh, I think I've mentioned this one to you guys before. Another insanely dark. It starts off kind of almost like kind of like a teen sort of, like a romantic teen sort of show, and then it ends up being insanely dark. School Days. If you've never seen School Days, oh boy, what a show! That ending of School Days changed my perspective on anime. Beatcraft saying that Pokemon is the most family friendly. You've not seen the Japanese version then. Some of the older Pokemon episodes from back in the day, they were kind of... They weren't bad. I mean, they're not like, like hardcore horror or anything like that, but they were interesting. I'll say that. Oh my god, how do I keep missing this guy? This is ridiculous. DJ, stop dying! What are you doing, man? Stop dying! The manga for Pokemon goes crazy. I heard about that. I heard there's some crazy stuff in the anime. Or not the anime, the manga. Wasn't there one in the manga where apparently there's like a scene where somebody was like spying on Misty and they were like trying to get like nude photos of her or something? Wasn't there something like that? I think I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, there was some crazy stuff with Misty in the manga, I know that. Oh my god, Snorlax, just die! This thing will not die! Of course, it didn't help that, you know, unfortunately DJ's Sylveon was just getting annihilated. Poor Sylveon just didn't have the defense to deal with this. The series follows the Lagoon Company, a 4-member team of pirate mercenaries smuggling goods in and out of the seas of Southeast Asia with their pontoon boat. Is that what you mean by PT? It kind of makes me think also of Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, the Japanese version, not the 4 kids, you know, I guess more family-friendly version. They cut out so much stuff, you know, between from Japan to the Americanized version of Yu-Gi-Oh! They cut out so much stuff. Okay, you all failed, so we're gonna do this again. Let's not die. Yeah, that heavy slam is gonna annihilate your Sylveon, dude. Do not bring Sylveon again. You're gonna want to bring a fighting type if you can. Because poor little Sylveon's just getting obliterated. Just thinking of all the because there are videos out there that actually show the differences between the Japanese version of certain anime and the, I guess, Americanized version. And just thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a ton of stuff that they do that with. Like, even in the first, I think it's in the first episode, there's some stuff there that they change. And then there's that whole other one where there's that one episode where they have to cut out an entire subplot because it was just too much. There's a subplot where Tera gets trapped in like some storage place or something, and there's a bunch of boxes around, and some guy goes in there and starts to assault her and like pushes her down, then breaks out his video camera, starts filming her, and starts like filming certain areas of her body, if you know what I mean. And so yeah, it gets very kind of ooh, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, we can't show that to kids. That's kind of a no-no. So they cut that whole part out. And if I remember correctly, the way that it goes down in the Japanese version is, yeah, the guy gets her there into that like storage place, and she's like, "Hey, get away from me," that sort of stuff. And he pushes her down, breaks out the camera, starts doing his thing, and then Yugi shows up and like beats the crap out of that dude or something. I was like, okay, good. And I remember back when Yu-Gi-Oh, back in like the early 2000s, like 2002, 2003, when I first started getting into Yu-Gi-Oh, not only did I get in the card game, but I also got in the anime. And so I started buying the original anime discs from Japan, and I still have them. And that's how I mean, I was already aware of all this stuff even before YouTube was around. I was like, wow, there are some very big differences between the Americanized version and the Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, I'm definitely watching the Japanese version from here on out. And so I just kept buying the discs over and over again. And sometimes they were actually kind of expensive. Like, you would think for like a little DVD set, it'd be like, you know, especially like in 2003, 2004, you figure, oh, for like a season of Yu-Gi-Oh, what is it, like $30? Nah, man, some of them were expensive. I think I remember paying like $70 for one of the seasons. So it did get a little expensive. And not only that, what bummed me out is a lot of the people, because it was hard to find like specific stores that were at the time that were located in Japan that would be willing to ship to the United States. And so I ended up having to get a lot of the discs off of eBay. And there were a couple of really good eBay sellers that did send me the original discs with the original, wrapping and all that stuff and little shells and all that. And then there were others that just straight up sent me rips. They basically just ripped from an original disc and then they just made copies and sent me copies. And I'm like, that's like dirty cheap. It's like, why would you want to go and do that? I hated that. In fact, a couple of people that did do that to me, I immediately complained. I was like, guys, you're sending me fake discs. Because nowhere in their listing did it ever say that they were selling, fake discs, because that's, well, illegal. So yeah, I was kind of bummed out on that. But a handful of the volumes that I did get are legit, they are real, and they look amazing. I should actually take some pictures of some of them sometime and show them to y'all. They're actually really cool looking. They're not like super fancy or anything, but they're really nice. And then I'll also show you the fake ones. The crappy fake ones. Oh, and then what was it? Going back to Pokemon, I remember that one episode where, who's it? James dresses up as a woman, and he's wearing like the fake boobs, and he's like in a bikini, and then he has that little switch to where he can make his boobs bigger. That was pretty funny. I saw the clip. I didn't see the episode, but I saw the clip because obviously they didn't show that in the Americanized version, but the original Japanese clip is actually really funny. I remember seeing that, and he's all there, and he's all like, yeah, check out my boobs, And it's just funny. And then suddenly he's like, oh yeah, check this out. And then he presses like a button or something, like a hidden button that he has, and the boobs get bigger. It's like, that's actually hilarious. That is 100% hilarious. So yeah, that was good. Okay, I know y'all you the Palkia, and you did y'all. Okay, I'll go find my Palkia. It's around here somewhere. One of y'all are gonna have to do or provide a Dialga, because again, I've only got Violet, so I can only do Palkia. And for those of you who came a little bit later, I had mentioned at the very beginning of the show, I was in my Pokemon home, and not knowing that we were getting Palkia and Dialga this week, I actually caught a Dialga in Sword and Shield. And so I remember seeing, when I put the game in today, and I saw, oh, we're getting Palkia and Dialga. And I had just caught a Dialga in Sword and Shield. I caught several of the legendaries, but Dialga just happened to be one of them. So I was like, well, I guess that capture of Dialga was not really pointless. I mean, it's still a Dialga, but you know what I mean. It's anime music video. Hello. I'm about to go find my Palkia. I imagine he's back on the original map, right? Oh, well, we got a fighting one here. Yeah, I imagine the Palkia is over here somewhere. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Go back. What type is it? I didn't even... Is it just... Are they just doing their original types? Oh, is this it right here? Is this the one? The dragon type? Okay, so I'm guessing it's this one, because that's the only one that's really kind of standing out. So they are their original types then. Okay, so if we're doing Palkia here on my end, I imagine the best thing to counter it would probably be maybe a Zacian, like a fairy type. Because I imagine you do not want to take a dragon in there, because you'll get annihilated. But Palkia does water moves. I'm trying to think what other moves he does. He does dragon and water, and I think he does... Does he do a steel type move? I think he has a... No, he doesn't do a steel type move. That's Dialga. I'm thinking of the other one. So I guess maybe like, what, a Zacian? I mean, I can run him through the calculator. Here, I'll run him through the calculator real quick. Just give me a sec. Oh, my mouse turned off. Come on, mouse. There we go. All right, let's bring up the calculator here. Oh, weird. Palkia is actually not even in the calculator. Okay, I guess whoever runs the calculator has not been updating it. What's going on here? Hold on, all... That's weird, yeah. There's no Palkia here. Yeah, I guess he just didn't update the calculator. That's too bad. Or maybe he just doesn't have the info. Oh, wow. Bye? What do you mean bye? We're about to do Palkia. He was one of the ones that was asking, let's go do Palkia, and now we're going to go do it, and he leaves. Let me get over there. But yeah, I imagine Zacian would probably be a good counter. I imagine we'd probably want to have it... Oh, come on, dude, climb, man. I imagine we'd want to have at least one supporter. Oh, no, don't touch that. God dang it. Get away from me. I don't want to mess with you right now. I'm thinking about taking my Zacian, but my Zacian doesn't use the Shell Bell. So he's not going to have any... Oh, crap. Are you serious? It's like my guy immediately turned into the Litleo. He's like, Litleo, let's go. Oh my god, just go away. Kill this little thing. Okay. No, just go there. Thank you. Well, he's only 5-star. Is that it? I thought this was going to be like a 6 or 7-star deal. They made this really easy then, huh? I thought this was going to be like a challenge. And watch us get our butts kicked by this guy. Okay, I guess we're doing Palkia. Let's go. He's a dragon type, so this isn't apparently not going to be that hard. Let's see. So he does dragon and water. I wonder how Iron Valiant would do. Kind of curious. What have I got here? Spirit Break, Sword Dance, Drain Punch, Leaf Blade. Actually, this guy's not bad. All things considered. Yeah, the Leaf Blade and the Spirit Break may hit this guy super effective. Okay, so I'm going to bring my Iron Valiant. Even though I Tera into fighting, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Here we go, guys. Yeah, I thought for certain these were going to be like 6 and 7 stars. 6 or 7-star. I didn't think it was going to be just a 5-star. I don't know why, but I just thought about those. I had mentioned on Discord yesterday that I opened one of those Illumineers troves for Lorcana, the Lorcana TCG. And yeah, man, that was actually a really good opening. It was a really good opening. I was very surprised at the pricing of some of those cards that I got. Very surprised. Because I paid $50 for it. Which felt kind of bad. But it's Lorcana. That stuff's going to be expensive. And that's actually the regular retail price. It's all their stuff is just expensive. It's not like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh pricing. It's all going to be more expensive. But I was like, screw it. It's there. Let me get one. We'll see how it goes. So I filmed the video without even looking at the pricing of any of the cards. I just filmed the video. So the video you guys are going to get probably on Sunday is going to be me not knowing the pricing of the cards. But then I went and I looked at the pricing of the cards and I was like, oh, okay. It actually made me regret not buying a second one. Because I thought about buying a second one. But I've also seen on Twitter a lot of those people that go into places like Target and they will buy like the entire stock of Lorcana stuff. Like they will literally walk out with like 8 of those treasure trove things, those Illumineers troves. They'll walk out with every single booster pack, and I'm like, don't do that. That's horrible, because then it makes it much harder for other people to get the product and that sort of thing. And so I didn't want to be one of those people, so I just bought the one. But yeah, I didn't realize that I would get that much value out of it. It was kind of crazy. In fact, actually three of the most expensive cards I got out of that box have already sold. Like they sold, like as almost like I would say maybe within an hour of them being up in my shop. They sold really fast. Oh crap! He might kill me here. Oh no, okay, good, he didn't. Really? No one gonna help me? Really? Luca? What's going on there? Why wouldn't you heal yourself, Luca? Why did you do the sword dance instead of doing a cheer? What are you doing? Am I gonna have to be the one doing cheers here? Come on, guys. What are y'all doing? You can't let yourself just be dying like that. Saw a guy take 8 of them. See, that's the kind of BS that I hate. When one guy goes in there and takes all of it. I'm like, don't do that, man. That's not cool. That kind of stuff is why places like Amazon, which I'm actually happy they're doing this, but you can only buy the Lorcana stuff if you meet certain criteria now. They have basically eliminated bots as far as using, going to their service and just, you know, buying out all the product. They haven't completely eliminated them, but they did a pretty good job of it. What they'll do is, and I think, I'm not exactly certain if this is the criteria, but in order to buy certain products like Lorcana, you have to get an invitation. And part of that invitation, I believe, and again, this is just rumor, nobody's been able to actually, you know, say if this is actually happening, but you can only do it if your account is a certain age, and if that account has actually been used in, like, say, the past 6 months to actually buy products. So it can't be a new account. Like, if it's a brand new account, you cannot buy Lorcana. If it's an account that you've had but you've never purchased anything with it, or you've only purchased, like, one thing in the past couple of years, you can't buy Lorcana. And even then, they will only allow you to buy a certain amount of it. They were $35 for those troves? Oh man, he got a deal. Because I paid $50 for mine at Target. And that's the thing, that's why I didn't feel good buying it, because I'm like, this thing can't be $50. Like, that shouldn't really be the retail price. Because Target's been doing that, especially with their Pokemon ETBs. A Pokemon ETB, when it comes out, even with the higher pricing, is between $40 and $43. That's where they should be priced. But all the ETBs at Target have been $55 recently. And I'm like, that's just stupid. You could just go to Pokemon Center and get a regular ETB there for $40. It's like, why would I pay $55 at Target? And so I kind of figured, you know, they're probably raising the price on this Lorcana stuff too. But thankfully, my opening was so good that I already made my money back. Yeah, I don't buy Pokemon at Target anymore unless there is an actual sale. That I just won't do it. Okay, guys. Apparently we need to have a little talk about this. If you're at like 20% health, you better heal yourself here, guys. Seriously. If you're at 20% health and you use Sword Dance, no. Please don't ever do that. You need to heal yourself. You need to stay alive. Okay? Cannot have deaths like that. If I have to come back with a supporting Pokemon instead of my little Iron Valiant, I'm okay with that. I really am, but we gotta be smarter, guys. Please. We really do. So, let's try this again. Do we all want to focus on one particular type of attack? Do we want to do physical attacks only? Because if we bring something like a Play Rough, that's fine. So in that case, we can, you know, we can have somebody, like have a couple of people bring in Pokemon that have Screech. I'm trying to think what I would want to bring if I'm going to be doing supporting. What is the stuff that he was doing? He was just mostly attacking us, just with like Hydro Pump. What else was he? Because he hit me basically mostly with Hydro Pump. Oh, he also used that one electric type move, which was kind of surprising. Trying to think. I think we'll definitely need a Screech. I think a support Umbreon. In fact, let me think here. He used electric. He used water. Yeah, I don't think Umbreon is weak to anything that he does. So I may actually bring my support Umbreon. Because what I can do here... Let me make sure I have Screech on here. Because I can bring a Screech. Okay, I don't have Screech here, but I can change it. Oops, go back up. Light screens. Snarl. I probably want to do... Yeah, Snarl and... Well, Fake Tears... Well, no, Fake Tears is not going to work. Okay, so let me change... Yeah, let me back out of here. I'm going to change Fake Tears over to Screech on my Umbreon. And then I can probably just spam him with Snarl and lower his attack as much as I can. Light Screen? Yeah, Light Screen would actually work. So yeah, Snarl, Light Screen, Screech, and then I can probably do Helping Hands. Or Helping Hand. So let me switch out here real quick. Because I know I have Screech. Yeah, there it is. I just gotta switch that out. Alright, Fake Tears, not gonna work there. So we're doing physical attacks, guys. So if you need to adjust the Pokemon that you're bringing, make sure that they're doing physical moves. Because, I mean, you can bring one that does special moves, it's just not going to do nearly as much damage. Okay, so Snarl, Light Screen, Screech, Helping Hand. That is actually pretty good here. Let me double check this. Defenses look good. Yeah, okay, excellent. I think my little Umbreon here should do really well for us. Do you all need a minute? If you need a minute, just say so. It's fine. I don't mind waiting. $35 for Evolving Skies. You know what you could have done? Evolving Skies on TCG Player, last I checked, was over $8. Let me check it here. And what I mean by $8 was $8 a pack. Here we go. Evolving Skies Booster Pack. Let me see what it's priced at right now. No, I don't want the code cards. Posting so many of these freaking code cards on here. I hate it. I don't want the code card. Come on, sealed products. Yeah, $8.29 per pack. So, yeah. Wow, and somebody bought a whole bunch of these, too. See, well, there's a lot of... Oh, wow, there's a lot of people selling Korean Evolving Skies, which is kind of dopey. But yeah, there's one guy here selling English Evolving Skies, $8.29 per pack. That includes shipping. And he's got 194 of them, so he's got at least a few booster boxes worth there. So yeah, you could have actually gone on there and resold them all for $8 a piece and maybe made a little profit. Can I edit my Mew? Well, that's why we're giving you the minute. I think, what is it? Zen Headbutt is Psychic. I was gonna say, yeah, that probably won't do much here. If y'all still need another minute, let me know. I've got this interesting little like mini battery backup, and I have it attached to my controller right now because my controller was not fully charged. So I stuck it on the top of the controller, and it's kind of weird. It looks like this little bulb thing. Anyway, yeah. Still setting up your moveset? Okay. Well, hurry along, sir. And just keep in mind, since I'm bringing my Umbreon, I will occasionally throw a heal out there, but I only have 3 of them. So if you get really low, you still need to take care of yourself. Don't be too proud to heal yourself, because if you're dead, you're not going to do anybody any good. So yeah, just make sure you stay alive. The one thing I found cheap here locally was that video that I posted. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. That Crown Zenith ETB that I posted. I found those for $35 over at GameStop, and so I got one of those, and it was pretty good opening, pretty solid opening. I at least made my money back, so pretty good there. And then, like I said, I got that trove, the Illumineers trove, which again it just really aggravates me that so many times, or with so many of these games. And the thing is, I'm hearing from people that Lorcana actually is a good game. Like, they're saying it actually is fun to play. The biggest problem that people are having with getting into it is the availability of product. It's just not there. Again, it's because people go into these stores and they buy everything and then they relist it online for like 3 times the price. Now, the first set that came for Lorcana, thankfully they did a reprint. And boy, did they do a reprint. Some stores apparently have gotten so much of that first set for Lorcana that even the people that would go in there and buy the entire stock literally can't afford to buy the entire stock anymore. Like, there was a Walmart, a guy who went to Walmart, and no joke, he's one of those jerks that goes and buys all the product. And I don't like messing with those people, but, you know, it is what it is. And he even reported, he's like, yeah, they had so much, I couldn't even buy it all out. And he showed his basket where it was almost completely full of Lorcana product. And he's like, dude, and this isn't even a third of it. He's like, they have so much of it now. That's the older set, the first one, the first chapter. The one that I bought, the trove that I bought, is from the Floodborn. That's the second set. But yeah, apparently a lot of stores like Walmart's are getting just an absolute slew of the first set in now, which is good. But of course, Floodborn, which is the second set, that's what I got. But yeah, all of those are still being bought out. I really hate that. Oh, I already know what Luca's doing. You're gonna do that that belly drum and play rough. Does that little guy have Storm Drain, or does he have huge power? Because either one of those is actually good. I would... Well, no, let me think. Oh, no, Luca. I was going to say that might not be a good choice. Because, remember, he did an electric move on me. Palkia has an electric move here. So, your little guy might be in trouble. Yeah, especially if you do belly drum, if he immediately hits you with that electric type move, you're gonna die. You're gonna die immediately. But you already hit ready, so good luck. I mean, Shell Bell helps, but again, if you do belly drum and then he immediately hits you with that electric type move, you're gonna be in serious trouble. So here's to hoping he just doesn't do that. I will probably be helping hands either Luca or whatever their name is. What are my plans for Christmas? The same thing I did last year. Actually, no. I can't say that because last year I actually went to go see my mom. I probably won't do that this year. Because I'm trying really, really hard to filter all of my money just into trading cards, just so I can keep building up the store. You all probably didn't notice, but I've actually boosted the number of cards in the store to almost 42,000 now. And that's like my thing. I just want to keep it going. I just want to get to like 50,000, 60,000 as much as I can. Because the more cards that I have on the store, the more sales that I can get. Really? I'm the only one that brought Screech. Are you guys serious? Didn't we just have this talk? Didn't we just have this talk? And I'm the only one that brings Screech. You guys are gonna drive me crazy, man. Yes, it was in the chat. We said Screech in chat, and we said yes, we're doing physical moves. That was the whole point. That's why I changed my Umbreon to Screech. I was like, if we could have 2 Screeches, we could get his defense down really quickly. But no. You guys just want to go do things on your own, huh? Man, he's even got a fire move. He's got all kinds of goofy moves here, huh? I'm actually gonna have to do a cheer. All of y'all are getting low, and I gotta get this thing off of me. Just not being a team player. Well, I guess at this point, I'm just going to Snarl, because I need you guys to not die here. So I'm going to Snarl until his shield comes off, and then I'm going to Screech some more. I'm actually taking damage really well here. I'm not taking very much damage at all. Okay, good. There goes the shell. Well, if we can actually get the little blue bunny to hit him again, then I may not. Well, actually, let me just do the Screech here. I'm just gonna make sure. I want to make sure I give you every opportunity to do as much damage here. There we go, Screech. All right, go play rough with him. There you go. And Zacian over here with Moonblast. It's like, why are we doing Moonblast? Oh, you missed with Play Rough! No! There we go. Okay, the Mew got it off, though. I was looking at Luca, and I was like, no, you missed with it. But the Mew got it. That was all sorts of goofy. Yeah, whoever was bringing the Zacian was... Yeah, we were doing physical moves there, buddy. Not, Well, I don't even have a really special ball to stick him in right now, do I? I guess you're just going in a luxury ball, then. Yeah, we were doing physical moves, so the Moonblast was kind of like, what are you doing Moonblast for? So, let me ask this. Obviously, we want to try and do Dialga next. Is he the same thing, basically? He's a dragon, but obviously he's a steel type. So if he's a steel type and a dragon type, then I imagine we'd probably want to bring... Oh, wow, he gave us an ability patch. And a lot of shards. Nice. Okay, so lots and lots of shards. And an ability patch. So the Dialga is going to be... Steel and Dragon. I guess maybe a Fire type then? I don't even know what moveset he has, though. Is anybody aware of the moveset that he's going to have? Kind of want to have a quick look around here. Because I don't have... Obviously, I can't get Dialga. So if anybody wants to do Dialga, and you have Scarlet... then I'd obviously want to get in on that, and I imagine other people will want to get in on that as well. while we're waiting for a Dialga person, I'm going to go check out this 6-star and see what it offers. They are going to regret trusting a god Pokemon with a 10-year-old. Okay. So which of you have Scarlet? You have Scarlet. Okay. If you've opened up Terraids, it should be on your map. It's not. It isn't black like these. It's going to be just a regular dragon thingy. Unless if you've already done Dialga for the day, then he's not going to be there. Oh wow, a Palmot. I've never seen a 6-star Palmot. Oh, you have one on your map. I'm sorry. I thought you said you weren't seeing one. Okay. So I guess if it's Steel and Dragon, you definitely don't want to take a Fairy in there, because it's going to get annihilated by the Steel move. Like I said, I'm guessing maybe Fire, maybe Fighting. Fire and Fighting, maybe? If you want to share the code, or if anybody needs a minute to get ready, I guess we could do that, but like I said, since I don't know his moveset, I'm just kind of taking a guess on what his moves are going to be. So he's obviously going to do probably one Dragon move, he's probably going to do one Steel move, and then the other two, I have no clue. Probably just randoms. But if you want to share the code for your Dialga, I will definitely hop in on that. I mean, heck, I could probably take my Umbreon into that one as well, so I could bring some support. So if you guys want, I'll bring my support Umbreon, H8, 80JT, T6. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna bring my let me bring my Umbreon. And again, he has Screech, so if you all want to do physical moves, that's going to be what I'm supporting here. No! Who brought the Sylveon? Why would you bring a Fairy type to something that's going to hit you with Steel? Ugh. I would really rather you have not brought the Sylveon. Well, I guess we're going with Sylveon. Oh, you're going with your Dracloak or your Dragapult. Dragapult. Does he do a dragon move though? I imagine he does a dragon move as well. Yeah. So yeah, bringing the Fairy I don't think was a good move. Bringing the Dragon type I don't think was a good move either. Because doesn't he do that space-time dragon move thing? Omia Dialga? Oh. I actually got another Dialga this week. I mentioned that. Alright, I'm going to start with Screech. Oh, he's already burning Trick Room. That's interesting. Alright, here we go. Screech. Uh-oh, Luca, you're already in huge trouble. Did he hit you with that dragon move? That's what I was like, when I saw you bring Dragapult, I was like, that's not a good choice, man. He's gonna hit me with Steel Beam. Ah, really? My Screech missed. That's unfortunate. I've only been able to get one Screech on him so far. There we go. That's 2 Screeches. So I was going to say, whoever brought your Urshifu, I don't know why you're attacking him so quickly. Your Urshifu should absolutely be doing Sword Dance first. Yeah, you do not immediately start attacking with Urshifu, ever. You would normally want to start with Sword Dance. Well, I can't do Screech anymore, so I'm going to start Snarling, because it looks like he's doing special attacks. Hey, Carmen. There we go. I'm going to try to lower his attack to help y'all survive. Again, my little my little Umbreon's actually doing pretty well as far as damage. He's not taking much damage. Poor Luca is like hanging on by a thread here. I think the Sylveon just did a heal. So, but Luca's still really, really low. Oh, wow. Kind of hoping we lose. I don't know. We're, a couple of our Pokemon are getting pretty close to death here, so we may have a couple of deaths here. Although it looks like people are actually really doing their heals, so that's actually not bad. Ah, Luca finally died. I saw that coming, though. I actually don't want to do that. I'm going to Helping Hand this Urshifu, hoping that he'll do some damage. Oh, never mind, he died. The one Pokemon that I was actually really worried about was the Sylveon. But Sylveon's doing pretty well. I gotta hand it to you. It feels like they built that Sylveon pretty darn well. He's taking his hits like a king, man. Alright, well actually I should probably do a cheer here. I still have all of them. Yeah, I want to heal up that little Sylveon. He's a little low. And of course I could use it myself. There we go. Now we're all maxed out. Let's go. We've had too many deaths, though. Those 2 deaths really hurt. Oh, now Sylveon should actually be in pretty good shape because it's normal. But I just don't know if we're going to be able to do enough damage in this short amount of time. Why do you keep using counter? You're faster than the Dialga. Yeah, stop using counter if you're faster. Aikawa, what's going on? Why do you keep using counter? Stop it! What are you doing, man? You're faster than him! Using counter makes no sense! Oh my god! Some very questionable decisions there. Very questionable. Like I said, that little Sylveon, man, I don't know who you are, who brought the Sylveon, but I'm actually going to give you a clap. Your little Sylveon survived, man. He did well. Seriously, bravo. I'm not even making a joke here, dude. That was actually excellent. That was impressive. Whoever brought the Urshifu... You gotta get Sword Dance in there, my bro. You really do. You gotta get the Sword Dance, and you gotta get Drain Punch. Counter is a no-go in this fight. Do not use counter. You need Sword Dance. You need Drain Punch. Those are the 2 that you need, man. Those are the 2. As far as the Dragapult, it's a dragon, dude, so you're gonna get hit pretty hard by Dragon-type moves. So that's what I'm worried about there. That's the big thing I'm worried about. Yeah, but hey, Sylveon, good job, man. The little evolutions are trying to hold things down, man. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna try this again. What move should Urshifu? Oh, okay, yeah, I already addressed that. Yeah, you want to bring your Drain Punch, because obviously Drain Punch is gonna keep you alive. and you want to do Sword Dance. As far as your held item, what are you using for your held item? I personally like Shell Bell. Some people think Shell Bell is overkill if you're running Drain Punch, but I just personally like having them both just in case. But if you bring the Drain Punch and you don't want to do Shell Bell, probably just something that's going to boost up your attack. Maybe, what is it, like a Muscle Band, I think it is? Something like that. That'll make him a little harder. Yoey, yeah, you were the one who brought the Sylveon. I am sorry for doubting you. I apologize for doubting you. Your Sylveon was a... I'm telling you, man, Sylveon was a king there. Absolute king. That was really good. But I'm trying to think what other... So he did... What were the moves that he was doing? Because some of those moves were hitting you guys pretty hard. He had an Earth-type move. So we don't want to bring anything like an Iron Hands, because that'll hurt him pretty bad. Yeah, my little Dark Umbreon, I think he just did really well. So I don't think I really need to make too many adjustments. Now, his moves that he were doing, they were special attack, right? Because if they're special attack, then I'll keep running Snarl. Snarl seemed to be doing okay. Carmen, I guess if somebody wants to help Carmen with Palkia, we're not doing Palkia right now. We're doing Dialga. That's what we're planning right now. Because we actually did Palkia like 15 minutes ago. So we're just kind of trying to work on Dialga at this point. So yeah, whenever... I mean, I'm ready for the next Dialga attempt, if y'all want to try it again. We are doing the better legendary. There's nothing wrong with Palkia. Palkia is perfectly serviceable. Perfectly fine. The only bad thing now about them offering Palkia in these raids is that now I can't offer Palkia as trade bait because everybody will already have one. Or should be able to get one. Alright, here we go. We're going to try again. So, HNY. YLYT. Oh, come on. What a time for me to get an error. How much you want to bet I don't get in because of that stupid error? Watch, the pack's already going to be full. HNYLY. T. It's going to be full now. God, are you serious? Come on. I'm definitely not getting in. Yeah, I might as well not even try again. I just got my second one in a row, so there you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this party's already full at this point. Yeah, I think it's going to give me an error. It's taking too long. Yeah. Communication with the trainer was interrupted. Yeah. Well, so much for that. Sorry, guys. My support Umbreon is taking this one off, I guess. Well, while we're waiting for them to do that, you all want to do the 6-star? We can do a 6-star here. We've got a Palmot. He's a ghost type. This should actually be really easy. I'm just bringing my Annihilate. Oh, you're doing it again. Oh, okay, hold on. I didn't realize you were going to do it again. Come on, load. BR6 SL. No one. Oh, come on! What is with these errors? This is just getting stupid now. WR6. Come on. Get in there. This is taking too long. Yep. This is getting painful, man. Oh, we're doing another one. Okay. S G J M6W. Come on, get in. For the love of God, please get in. Oh, thank you, God. Jesus. Thank you for holding that one up for me, man. I appreciate that. And for the record, I will add this. If anybody needs help with their Palkia or their Dialga later on, I am more than willing to help. Oh, come on. Just stop giving me errors and just let me choose my stupid Pokemon. What is with the servers, man? Look, it won't even let me choose him. That's 3 in a row. That's 4 in a row. Yeah, there's something up with the servers, man. That's just weird. Okay, so what do we got here? We got a Mew, 2 bunnies, and me. Okay, I guess I'll start with Screech. Okay, there's the question again. Did anybody else bring Screech? No? None of you brought Screech. I swear I'm going to send each of you a TM of Screech, so you have no excuse. You get like 17 errors? That sucks. DJ, you were in there with the Palkia with us though, right? Why is he using Stealth Rock? That's really odd. What's the best item for Urshifu to hold? It can kind of depend on the fight that you're going into. Like I was saying earlier, I prefer Shell Belt even if you're using Drain Punch. But you may choose to go with something else, like a Muscle Band, just to make his Drain Punch hit a little bit harder. Or there's also, what is it? I think it's the Wise Glasses, is it? That increase the critical strike chance? Alright, so we got him pretty good there to start with. So now, let me throw up a light screen. Just to help us out here a little bit. Thank you for gifting the memberships, Hammer. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna helping hand one of the bunnies, so we can try to get you all going here. No. Okay, good. He didn't reset. I thought for a second he was going to reset on you guys. All right, Bunny, get in there and go do it. I'm giving you the helping hands. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to burn a cheer because you guys are getting a little low. This is going much better. This is going much better. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate the sub. Well, I've noticed that the subs are not coming through. You know how like it shows up on the screen if I get like a membership or something? The subs don't always show up though. Now that went much better. We did a much better job there. Things were a bit better. I think the biggest thing was that I was able to get at least a screech off. Oh, look, there you go. There's the subscribe thing. It just came through. I was able to get a screech off, and then one of our bunnies was able to do their belly drum play rough real quick. So that taking half of his health like that was really good. Hello, Violet. We just got done catching our buddy Palkia here. I'm not sorry, not Palkia, Dialga. Although we did do Palkia earlier. Hey, an ability patch again. Only 20 Dragon Tera shards this time from this guy. TM160. Oh, no, wait, he gave 2 ability patches. I just realized that. That's 2 patches. You see that? Oh, nice. Oh, and he did give steel shards. Okay, calcium, star piece. That's actually pretty decent rewards there, man. Those 2 patches are amazing. Yeah, I just brought in my support Umbreon and was just doing Screech and Helping Hands and stuff like that. They were bringing in their bunnies, and the bunnies did really well. They did really, really well. The Mew did okay. Mew did fine. He lived. That was the most important part. But yeah, they brought in their blue bunnies, the classic belly drum play rough. But as I was saying, if anybody else needs help with your Palkia or your Dialga, like if you've not gotten either of them and you just need help, mention in chat, and I will volunteer my support Umbreon for you. Yeah, I'll come in and I'll do some screeches and helping hands and stuff for you. If you all would like to get back into a raid now, like a regular one, we'll do a 6-star here. I've got a 6-star Palmot Ghost type. Let me ask you, Violet, have you done your Dialga raid? If you've not done it, you can provide us the code and we'll jump in and help. But I've already done my Palkia raid, so I can't make one. But if you have a Dialga or a Palkia raid that you want to do, you haven't? Okay. What you can do is create the raid and then just put your code there in chat, and you'll get usually a handful of people that will join for you. Oh, you're Violet exclusive. Oh, okay, that sucks. Yeah, I'm Violet as well. Like, that Dialga we just did was I think, our one person here that's Scarlet. Yeah, but if there are any other Scarlet people out there that happen to have their Dialga raids, you can post them in chat, and I'm sure some other people will want to help join. While we're waiting for those, though, I'm going to do this Ghost type real quick, and y'all are welcome to join me. I'm just going to bring in my Annihilate. While we're waiting for... I mean, I guess technically if I wanted to, I could do the thing where I just change the date on the Switch and make my Palkia spawn, and then we could do a Palkia if y'all still wanted one. There we go. Y'all can join me for this one if you want. Oh my god, so many errors today. What is going on? You don't have a blue bunny? Because the blue bunny works really well. Also, if you have a Mew, you could... God, what is going on with the servers today, man? This is so weird. There we go, finally. Ugh. Yeah, because Violet was the most popular one. I think Violet outsold Scarlet something like 2-1. It was kind of insane how much more popular Violet was than Scarlet. Remember, this is a ghost type, so bring a ghosty boy to hit him hard. And he does electric moves. Oh, he does electric and fighting moves. So just keep that in mind. You're doing all the the little emotes there. Look at you bringing your Giratina. And is that a Chandelure? Looks like Chandelure. You see so much cooler art on Koraidon than Miraidon. I just personally like purple myself. That's why I got the violet. I was like, yeah, I prefer purple. We still got room for one more if y'all want to jump in here. This one should be fairly easy. I think this controller's probably fully charged. You ripped out the dining room chandelier. We got Logam. Logam hopping in here. I probably would not use that Logam. That's not a great choice because your fighting moves are going to be useless. Okay. I guess you're going to be doing electric type moves, but yeah, because your fighting moves are going to be useless against this guy. Should be fine, though. I don't imagine this guy's going to be that hard. As soon as I saw him, I was like, you know, I could probably solo this guy. Don't worry about it, Sokka. It happens. Yeah, I should... If I can get a couple of screeches off on this guy and then do my... what is it? My Rage Fist. I can probably take him out pretty easily. Because that's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit him with Screech. Ooh, my AC actually kicked on. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. Oh no, don't use Nuzzle. Dang it. I really don't want to burn a turn trying to get this thing off of me. Oh wow, that punch actually worked really well. That's surprising. I didn't think your Thunder Punch was gonna hit him that hard, but it did. Oh, come to think of it, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense why it would. Okay. I just remember I put 2 Screeches on him. So that's why I was like, wow, man, that Thunder Punch hit much harder than I thought. But then the Screeches, okay, that makes sense. I'll take partial credit for that hit. Because, like I said, I put the Screeches on him, so I helped you out a little bit. It's okay if he dies at this point, though. We're so far ahead on the timer, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's only when people die quickly and early that they have a problem with it. But he lived long enough. Logam's like, I still got this. Watch. There you go, guys. For those of y'all wanting to do the Dialga, Carmen threw up a Dialga code there. I'll give it a minute so people that actually need the Dialga get in. But if y'all still need help, just say something and I'll jump in with Umbreon. Yeah, but we definitely want to leave room for the people that still need Dialga. So yeah. Let's see what we got. Lonely Mint, Adamant Mint, Naughty Mint. Wow, lots of mints. Another Adamant Mint. 4 mints. Wow. That's basically a lot of money that he dropped us. Because the Lonely and Naughties I don't use. We'll just sell those. You got into the Dialga raid? Nice. There you go. I think Carmen still may need a person or two. So if you need the Dialga, Carmen dropped a code there in chat. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let me see what my 6-star... Oh, he's right here. Okay. So there's a fighting 6-star over here. Iron Hands or Palkia for Dialga raid? For Dialga raid, yeah, Dialga, he was doing an Earth-type move, so I would not take Electric in there. Yeah, you don't want to take Iron Hands. Yeah, he was doing Steel-type moves. He was also doing an Earth-type move. Yes, Dialga is Dragon. But he does other types of moves. Yeah, he does the steel type moves too. Really, this guy again? Amanda Buzz? Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a different 6-star. We've had this 6-star guy before. Kind of a bummer. Does anybody still need the Palkia? Because like I said, I can actually go and just change my date if anybody actually needs it. Can you help me? I got a Dialga raid code. I'll help you with my Umbreon, sure. If you do need the help. We got another Dialga code coming up, guys. If anybody still needs it. But I will gladly help you with your Dialga. Whenever you're ready, sir. Or ma'am. Either one. I figured out what S3RP stands for. It means Season 3 of Real Pickles. Right? Isn't that what it means? Am I planning on a Christmas stream? What day is Christmas? I don't even know what day Christmas is. Yeah, what day is it? Hold on, I guess I can look real quick. Oh, hold on, I gotta put this code in here. KY5. Y10. It's on a Monday. Well, that's an interesting day. I guess I could do it since it's a Monday. If it were something like a Sunday, I'd probably be like, eh. Yeah, because Sundays, you know me, I like watching football. But since it's a Monday, I'll probably do it. Don't do this again. Just let me choose my little guy. There we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. There you go, RP. You have an all-star team here to help you out. Did you manage to get those other moves put on your Urshifu? Because I'm telling you, that Drain Punch is really going to help. It's really going to help. Yeah, it helps with survivability so well. Yeah, what I would generally do in most fights is I do at least one sword dance. Since he puts his shield on so quickly, I would do one sword dance and then Drain Punch. In other battles, I would usually do like 2 or 3 sword dances and then Drain Punch, but like I said, he puts it on so quickly that I would rather just have you do one. And uh-oh, Global's already in trouble. All right, I'm gonna do Screech. Global, I'm giving you... Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'll just let you attack it. Because I figured you were gonna have the Shell Bell. Okay. There you go. Yeah, the one Screech I got in there actually did help a little. Ah, dang it, he reset. Urshifu, at this point, you can just kind of alter between the two, since his shield is already on. I can't Screech, so I'm just going to be doing Helping Hands mostly. But I would just kind of go between the two. Like, maybe just do, like, a Swords and then do a, Drain Punch. Either one is fine, just as long as you keep yourself alive. Alright, I'll throw up a light screen. I'll do a heal this next round, so you guys go ahead and do your attacks. I'm gonna do a cheer heal this time, just to make sure we're all okay. Ooh, he raised his defense. All right, here comes the heal. Ooh, let's hope he doesn't target Luca with anything hard here. Don't die, Luca. Survive. Oh, shield's off. Nice. Yeah, we definitely got this. Even if Luca dies, we're fine. I may not even be able to get another move off here. It may die so quickly. Here, I'll just, Here, I'll Helping Hand Bruce. Alright, Bruce. It's on you now, buddy. Finish him off. And then I'll do the other for one of the Zoomerils. Well, either way, we won. Yay! Uh-oh. Oh, I was about to say, did it glitch on me? I thought it was going to actually say, catch him, and I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to catch him. What do we got here? Some rare candies, calcium, PP up, dragon shards. Second time around, the rewards aren't as great, but they're alright. Oh, 5 calciums. No, 10 calciums, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got 10 calcium. Oh, that's actually not terrible. There you go. You're welcome, sir. And again, I know most of us have Violet, but did anybody still need Palkia? Because I can still do the thingy thing and get a Palkia raid going. If not, I'm just gonna get us to do this Mandibuzz real quick. The thing is, I don't know what I would stream on Christmas. Because I probably wouldn't want to do Pokemon. I'd probably want to do something else. I just don't know what. Probably not Star Trek. Most people don't like watching Star Trek online. Let's see. So this is a fighting type Mandibuzz. Flying, I guess. I guess a flying type would be good then. I'm going to actually bring... Yeah, I was saying that before they even got started, I noticed that they were both 5-star. And I was like, oh, I thought these were going to be like 6 or 7-star raids. But no, they're only 5 stars, so they definitely nerfed them. Because think of it, if they had been 7-star raids, these things would actually be pretty darn hard. You're welcome, Violet. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, right. I'm going to bring Corviknight here. Let me double check something. I know I have at least one. Was it? Yeah, Drill Peck. Oh, I have Screech. That's why I wanted to bring this dude. Okay. So I'll probably Screech and Drill Peck. Well, I'll Screech a whole bunch and then you guys can attack. And then I'll just Drill Peck when I have nothing else. Alright, so we're going to bring ourselves our Corviknight. Depends, though. Some of the 6 and 7-star... Like, if they had done them like they did Mew, then it would have been impossible for you to actually solo it. I'm sorry, not Mew, but Mewtwo. Remember when they had Mewtwo? That thing took forever. That raid was long. And they even expanded the clock on the raid because they knew it was going to be that hard. So yeah, Mewtwo was not soloable. Anybody that tells you they soloed Mewtwo is lying to you. I think you probably could have done it with 3, maybe 2 people, but solo, no way. Think there's going to be a Giratina raid? Maybe. I'd like for them to bring in some of the old, or older, I should say. They're not old, but some of the older Sun and Moon legendaries. I'd like to see those. Yeah, because some 6-star raids are actually very soloable. Like I was saying, that Palma, I know for a fact I could have soloed that guy because I've done it before. There have been a couple of other ones that showed up as 6-star that were very soloable. Some of the ones that are 6-star though are obviously much harder to solo, but yeah. Moni, are you still there? Moni went to go grab some cheese, man. He has to go help his dad doing over at the cheese store. They're down in the wells. They're gonna fish up all that extra cheese. Speaking of Netherlands, I think I may go try to find some stroopwafel. Yeah, not even joking. I actually like stroopwafel. It's pretty good. It's got kind of a it's like a caramel sort of that caramel that they use almost has an almost smoky flavor to it. It's kind of weird, but it's actually really good, and it's good with coffee or hot chocolate. I don't drink coffee, but hot chocolate, yeah. Yeah, if you've never tried stroopwafel, pretty good stuff. I imagine the stroopwafel we get here in the U.S., though, probably isn't as good as the stuff they have there. Well, there you go. Moni's here. He's like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah. Trying to play a video game, say? Really? Nobody else? Nobody wants to get in on 6-star? Everybody else is like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to mess with no bird. All right, I'm gonna give this like 20 more seconds, and then we're just gonna go. Just wondering if you can go. What? If you can go to sleep? Why would you not be able to go to sleep? Hammer's like, because you need a mod here to babysit you. Yeah, just go to sleep, man. It's fine. See, my mods think they have to babysit me. They're like, yeah, man, at least one of us has to be here. Or Richard's gonna get himself in trouble. Alright, nobody else? Okay, we're going. That's Hammer's thing, is he'll wake up pretty early on a Saturday, and he'll stay up for a bit, and then he goes and takes a nap at like noon. That's like that's this Saturday thing. And then he wakes up at like 1:30. And then he starts sharing all of his fanfic Pokemon stories. That's right, Hammer loves his Pokemon fanfic. There you go, there's your... Ooh, he poisoned you. I'm gonna get that poison off you guys. You actually should still be able to hit him pretty hard with even just the one screech. But I want to get that poison off you guys. How did you know? Oh, he's using Snarl. Oh, you butthead. I don't think that really affects most of us, though. We're all doing physical moves, right? Yeah. Did he just do it twice in a row? Yeah, he just attacked us all twice in a row. Oh, there's a stupid shield. Well, since he's doing Snarl, let me throw up Light Screen. Hold on. My next one, I'll do a heal, because everybody's in a bit of trouble here. It's okay if the horse dies. I just don't want the bunnies to die. Also planning to do ranked battles. Now that I think of it, this bird is kind of a support bird. In fact, I may just retrain him a little bit and make him kind of a support bird. Because I just use him for Screech so much. Got another Dialga raid going on. What do we got? Careful Mint, Gentle Mint, PP Up, Pearl String. Pretty average rewards. Do, 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 do. I want that berry. I'm grabbing your berry. Let me go see what this is. Maybe this is a 5-star. Maybe it's another Snorlax. Snorlax beat the crap out of us earlier. And he was only a 5-star. I was like, what are you guys doing? He's killing us. They're like, we don't know. He's too fat. Not him. Do y'all want me to do the reset? Does anybody actually need a Palkia? Does anybody need the Palkia raid? Because I know somebody else was doing another Dialga raid. But if any of y'all actually need Palkia, I can just go reset. Don't be quiet, Dre. You wouldn't even know what to do with Palkia if you caught one. You don't even know what type Palkia is. You have no clue. He's a Pokemon type. What do you do with a god of space? You feed him berries and rub his belly. They love that. Somebody told me I should do a podcast. I have no idea what the podcast would even be about. Like, what would I even want to talk about? And even then, I've noticed that podcasts where there's only one person tend not to be all that entertaining. I'd want to have somebody else. Oh, wow, it's a Diplin. I'd want to have somebody else. Maybe I could, like, pipe them in via Discord chat or something, or Discord voice call. But even then I have to plan and be like, okay, what are we going to talk about? You know, can you be available at a certain time? That sort of thing. And that's another question. What I imagine I'd want to do it live, so that we could have the audience participation. But still, what do you talk about? I mean, really. Diplin isn't mid. Why would you want to call him a midget? That is a terrible word to use. Apparently they don't like being called midget. Get MC Hammer or Moni. You know, all these years, I have no idea what Moni sounds like. Like, I could imagine that he'd probably sound very European and have the accent and everything. And then get him on the show, and he sound just like an American. It'd be like, yeah, I do a really good American accent. This is how I sound. Like, no, do your normal accent. And he's like, no, I can't, because then you won't be able to understand me. What do you mean I won't be able to understand you? Because I'll be speaking European. That's not a language. Oh man, you're American. I thought you would think that was a language. I actually like using that little trope every now and then just to mess with people from Europe. Like, they'll come in here and I haven't done it. I don't think I've done it in years, actually, now that I think of it. Were y'all ever around when I used to when occasionally a European person would come in here and I would tell them, "I'm sorry, I can't understand you. Speak American." I don't think y'all have ever heard me say that. Dre might have. Yeah, I don't do that often though. I think it's funny. Oh my god, I gotta just get to this guy. There we go. It's not even a 5-star. Yeah, Moni speaks very good American. That's the whole Bandit Keith joke. I couldn't understand a thing you were saying. Try speaking American next time. You sound like Morgan Freeman since you have the flu. Well, Morgan Freeman's got a pretty suave voice. Oh my god, none of these are 5-star. I almost want to just reset these. Well, we can give you the link to the Discord. It's down in the description too, but just in case, I can actually just pop it into chat real quick. There you go. That'll take you to the Discord. I think I do want to do a date change, just because, yeah, we've already done our 6 stars. We've done the Palkia. It's like, well, what are we going to do now? It's like, I almost want to just do it, just so we have more to do. Hold on, let me fly down here. You just soloed Dialga with Snorlax? Trying to think, what would Snorlax hit him with? Because it doesn't... I think Snorlax, you can get Screech on Snorlax, so you could weaken him. I mean, again, these are just 5 stars. So I imagine it is very possible to solo one. Because again, every time the NPCs die, it doesn't count against you. Tera Blast, Screech, Belly Drum, and something else. Oh, well, there you go. The Screech probably helped. Yeah, the Screech... Well, the Tera Blast. Yeah, I imagine whatever else you were hitting him with plus the belly drum. That's probably what it was. I'm trying to think what his default moves are. Because doesn't he have like heavy slam or something like that? But if it's versus Dialga... Oh, but he is just a dragon type, though. So yeah, belly drum plus heavy slam. Could be it. Alright, let me save this real quick. Alright, so if I'm going to change the date here, I got to go over here, right? Settings. Controllers and TV settings system. Oh, system time. This is probably what I need. Region. Oh, here we go. Date and time. Oh, I gotta turn this off, huh? There. Alright, so we gotta change the date to tomorrow. Oh, you got a Sylvie and a support. That actually is good. Oop, we already did that. Alright, let's go back to the game now. I have to restart the game, right? Or does it automatically refresh for me when I log on here? Let's disconnect, and then we'll reconnect. The new Final Fantasy game, it's Final Fantasy VII's Resurrection or something like that, is supposed to be a PS5 exclusive. Which is a real bummer, because I saw the trailer and I was like, that actually looks pretty good. And it has been ages since I've played a Final Fantasy game. The thing is that GTA 6 is not going to be exclusive to PS5, so it doesn't necessarily need to get a PS5. Let me see if it redid my Palkia. Well, it didn't redo much of anything. I may have to restart the game. Yeah, I think I gotta restart. Okay, so let's restart this thing. Well, you generally don't buy a PS5 just to play one game. Plus, there's the PS5 store where you can get a bunch of other games on there, probably for really cheap. Yeah, not every game is going to be $70. It's kind of like the Switch store. You know, you get the Switch, and, you know, say you pay $300 for your Switch, and then you pay, you know, $60 for your Pokemon game. But if you go to the online store, there are other games they have in there that are not very expensive. You can find some actually fairly decent games on there for like $5, $10. Sometimes they're on sale. They're not Nintendo exclusive, but they do tend to be good games. Like Child of Light, I think, is on Switch right now. And that game is probably something like $10, $15, but it's really good. The PlayStation 6 will probably be out. I don't think it will. No. It'll probably still... I mean, they're already developing the PS6. They're already doing it. But I think by the time GTA 5 comes out, it won't be out quite yet. It'll probably still have like a year to go. Because what they'll probably want to do, and this may be another reason why Rockstar was a little comfortable with you know, waiting 10 years plus to release this new game, is because what they'll want to do is they'll sell a ton of copies of GTA 6 for PS5. And then, like a year later, in say 2026, when we actually do get the PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox console and what have you, then a lot of those people are just going to buy that game all over again. So they can play it on the next one. probably going to do that whole thing again. You know, I'm not seeing any difference here. Yeah, none of my stuff changed. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? You just change the date on your Switch, and then it's supposed to, like, do a bunch of different stuff. But it didn't do that here for me. Yeah, nothing's changed for me here. Everything is exactly the same. So, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand what that whole date changing thing is about. Well, so much for that. Do it again? I did just do it again. Hold on. Well, maybe I need to do this. I have an idea. Let me close the game. Hold on. Let me close the game. And then make the adjustment. And then open the game. Maybe that was my mistake. I don't normally do this, that's why. I'm only doing this as a favor to you guys, to give y'all something more to watch. There we go, date and time. Hold on. Let me actually change it back. Okay. Alright, and then we'll go back in. We'll change it again. There we go. Ah, no, go back. There we go. Okay, so now let's try it again. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Yeah, are you sure you did it right? I have no clue if I did it right. I've never done it. Would it be neat to get a final evolution of Floatzel? Some older Pokemon are getting additional evolutions. Just some, though, not all. Like, Bisharp used to be the final evolution forever, and now we have King Gambit. So a few of them are getting it. Oh, same thing with Ursaluna. It used to be just the little bear. It would be Teddy Ursa, and then you would get... What's the second bear? Like, I forget. I always forget what his name is. But yeah, there's that other bear in there. And then now we have Ursaluna, so he's got a second evolution. You didn't have to close your game, you do it all the time? Well, it didn't work for me, so... Ursa Ring, thank you. Yeah, I can never remember his name. Oops, I keep meaning to push the map. Yeah, nothing's changed. Yeah, everything is exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. This is all the same stuff. Yeah, my outbreaks are the same. All of my little thingies for the raids are the same. Nothing's changed. That's true, yeah. Annihilate got introduced as well. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm doing exactly as y'all told me to do, and it's just not working for me. It's really weird. I mean, I can try it one more time. You see, I don't even have to close the game. Okay. Well, now I'm going to put myself 2 days in the future. I think you make all those age jokes, Dre, because secretly you're like 56. I'm really starting to think that because you just make them so often. Just hit okay, don't do anything? Well, that's weird. Well, I did do that, so we're going to go back now and try. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So the Glacian moved. He was over here, now he's over. So something did change here now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it looks like these are different now. Okay, good. Well, it took a minute. Oh, and there he is. There's Palkia. Yay! You're not 36. You're like 56. So does anybody actually need Palkia, or did I do all this for nothing? If you actually need Palkia, please stand up. If not, then I'm just going to leave Palkia there. Yeah, I'll just leave him there, and I don't know, we'll go do like the 6 stars or something. Yeah, what are the 6 stars that I have here? Oh, there we go. We got a fighting type 6 star over here. No one? Really? All right. Well, if anybody else comes in, then I guess we can do the Palkia. But let's go see what this 6 star fighting type is. You're standing up now? Are you sure you can? At 56, might be kind of hard for you to stand there, buddy. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, so a Mimikyu. Fighting type. So I guess flying or psychic. Well, no, we don't want to do psychic because psychic is weak to ghost. And I imagine Mimikyu has at least one ghost move. So maybe flying then. I'm still going to bring my bird. I'm still bringing my bird. Yeah, flying is best. And again, we get more issues. Come on, just work. There we go. Again, if anybody needs that Palkia, just say something. You do minus time, not plus? Well, I did plus and it worked. So it worked. I'm sorry, Laura. I just saw your comment right now. I'm actually already thinking about lunch. What time is it? It's almost noon. Okay. Trying to think what I want for lunch. What do y'all think? What are y'all having for lunch? Maybe I can get some ideas from you. Because I have some food here at home that I could just cook, but I don't really feel like cooking. I just want to be lazy and let somebody else make it for me. Texas Roadhouse? We actually don't have one of those here anymore. It closed. The one Texas Roadhouse we had, I actually liked that place. And it closed. I was so upset when it closed too. Because I remember I didn't even know it had closed. The only reason I knew it closed is... This was a few years back. My mom actually drove down with my nieces and one of my nephews. And she picked me up. She's like, "Where do you want to go eat? We'll go get some food." And I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's go to like Texas Roadhouse." And we're like, "All right." So we drive over there to where it was closed, and it was closed for good. Like, yeah. That's what you should be able to change it. It's not. It doesn't let you change it. That's kind of surprising. Well, either way, Leo, you need to get in on this fight. Come on, man. Let's go. Chop chop. We need one more. Well, we don't need one more, but it'd be nice to have one more. But yeah, we went over to Texas Roadhouse, and it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So if it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, so if you're a restaurant, you're gonna be open 1 p.m. on a Saturday. You're just gonna. And we show up there and nothing. Completely closed. Signage had already started been taken down. Oh, well, this isn't a matter of needing a Pokemon. It's just a matter of going in and battling. Yeah, I don't need any of these. I just like doing them. And the rewards aren't too bad. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta check my candies again. I might have already maxed them out. But yeah, Texas Roadhouse. I actually like that place. Because for a period of time there, back in like 2016, 2017, when I was working with my brother, whenever I would come back from a trip from being on the road, I'd usually get back into town about 1 o'clock or so. And every day, I would want to go have lunch. And that was the place I went. And so, like, every Monday I would go there. And the waiters knew me and everything. Oh, really? You avoided my Screech? But yeah, we'd go there, and the waiters were nice, and they always hooked me up with like some extra food and stuff. So I think they liked me because I was a good tipper. So they always hooked me up with a little extra food. Like, there were a couple of times where they'd be by, like, yeah, somebody ordered some, like, green beans, but they didn't want them, so I just brought them with your food. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine with me. I'll eat it. I'm like, yeah, these mashed potatoes and somebody then, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I'll have it. Well, I forgot to save after Dialga raid. Did you close your game or what? Oh, that sucks. You don't have autosave on, I imagine? Oh, no. Both of our people died. What did you all do? You all got greedy. You didn't heal yourselves. Uh-oh. We just had 2 deaths. That's not good. I guess I better throw up a light screen because you both died there. Oh, look at that. See, Leo is offering you their Dialga. Oh, Snail, you're gonna make me heal you, aren't you? Fine, here's a cheer. I gotta save both of y'all. Because we can't have you both die again. We really can't. If y'all both die again, this is bad. You have to. Well, that's very nice of you. We appreciate that, Leo. I actually have a 3rd Dialga now that I think of it. Because I had the one that I got from Arceus, and then I got one earlier this week in Sword and Shield, and then I just got the one today. So, yeah, I managed to accumulate a good amount of them. After you get another Ogrepon. Ooh, he's doing Sword Dance. I just realized that. He's doing Sword Dance. That's kind of goofy. I did not expect him to be doing Sword Dance. Is he hitting y'all with Play Rough or something? I'm sorry, my attention is like divided between chat and the screen. I'm just looking back and checking y'all's health and making sure you don't die. You got traded in Ogrepon? You know, I have a theory, speaking of trades, I have a theory that once the second part of the DLC comes out next week, that we're going to be seeing a lot more kind of crazy trades and surprise trade. In case you all don't really do surprise trades very much, I do them all the time. And I noticed that after the first DLC came out, the surprise trades got a little more wild than usual as far as the stuff that you would get. Yay! Speaking of surprise trades, maybe I'll do one right now. I always get the dumb genned and hacked Pokemon via surprise trade. The only reason I actually kind of like doing surprise trades now is because whenever I do get one of those genned Pokemon, they usually have something like an ability patch or a Master Ball on them. And so I'm able to just take that and then I delete the Pokemon. Hey, our first Mystica of the day. And an ability patch. That was a good one. Yeah, that was really good. Let's see, Big Pearl. Yeah, pretty good reward. It's cool to have the legendaries, I just tend to not really use them very much. Like, occasionally I'll use them, but for the most part, I tend to just not. I think the only legendary that I've used fairly consistently is probably Miraidon, because he is really handy. He's a very good electric type. Other than that, I can't really think of too many other legendaries I use on a regular basis. Let me see. Let me go to my regular raid box. Yeah, Miraidon. I use him fairly often. Dialga's here, but I almost never use him. This is my old Dialga from Arceus. I have used Cresselia a couple of times with certain fights. Occasionally I use Super Chicken, the Galarian Zapdos. I do occasionally use him, but not that much. I actually have two of them. Yeah, here's my other chicken. Yeah, I got two of the chickens. I do. Eternatus is actually my go-to poison type. So I use him for just the matches where poison would help. Other than that, I don't think... Heatran, I only used like a couple of times, like a couple of very specific Tera raids I used him for, and then I don't really use him anymore. Urshifu, I don't even use very much anymore. Well, he's not a legendary, though. He's just kind of like a upgraded sort of boy. Yeah, beyond that, I just don't really use them that much. Zapdos. The only reason I even use Zapdos is just to make him feel like he's useful. I never use Arceus. I almost never use Arceus. I think I used him like once, and then after that I was like, I don't want to use you. Oh, same thing with Zacian. Very rarely, but occasionally I'll use him. Regieleki I used for fun once. Yeah, most of the Pokemon that I use over and over again would be like the Charizard, the Iron Hands, the Umbreon, both of my Annihilapes I will use. I've also used the Quaquavals pretty often. I have the Blue Bunny, but I just don't really use him very much. I think those are really my primary ones. And of course, I've used the bird, the whatchamacallit, a couple times today. The Corviknight. Yeah, Moltres, I've not ever really used that, I don't think. Oh, I completely forgot to ask. There was somebody that was asking me about, and this was a couple of months ago, I think. There was somebody that was asking me about my Surfing Raichu. If any of you were the one asking me about Surfing Raichu a couple of months ago, I ask that you please speak up right now. It was specifically about my Surfing Raichu. And you all know... Here, and just in case you're kind of wondering, I'm sure most of you already know what I'm talking about. Where is he? Where is my Surfing Raichu? He's in here somewhere. But yeah, he's basically the Raichu that is like floating like on his tail. Yeah, that little guy. He's like, he's electric and psychic. Oh, there he is. Yeah, this little guy. You were asking about this dude. Shiny Arceus. Oh, I know how you got it. It's a Gend. You have a Gen Arceus. I've only ever seen one legit shiny Arceus. Only a single time. All the others have been Gen'd. And you can tell they're Gen'd. But yeah, I thought it was DJ. DJ, were you the one, if you're still there? Yeah, the Alolan Raichu. There you go. I thought it was DJ that was asking about the Alolan Raichu. It's legit. The one legit Arceus I saw, apparently there was like a promo or something that somebody got it from. So there's a slew of promo Arceus shinies out there that are legit. Obviously, if you get it via a promo, it's legit. But a majority of the Arceus that I've seen, they've all been Gen'd, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess DJ's like off doing something else. Anyway, if anybody remembers, if they asked me about the Alolan Raichu a couple months ago, concerning Alolan Raichu, that would be very, very helpful to this individual, which is why I ask. But apparently that individual is not here today, so that's unfortunate. It doesn't have a gender. Most legendaries don't have genders. They don't. Because they can't reproduce. The primary reason for these Pokemon to have genders is so they can reproduce. But you can't make the legendary reproduce, so yeah. Like the mythicals and the legendaries generally don't have genders. Some of them might. I think one of the mythicals, where is like this, hold on, we got the snail here. Yeah, that snail does not have a gender, I don't think. Wouldn't the gender just show up there? No. Yeah, see, Wu Qian, he's a mythical, and he does not have a gender. So he cannot reproduce. But that's generally the reason why they don't have him. So that you can't mate them. Same thing with this Giratina. Giratina doesn't have a gender. You can also get a shiny Arceus from shiny hunting in BDP. Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I have my Shining Pearl, but I just did not enjoy that game. I did the bare minimum to get through it, and then I was like, okay, I'm not touching this game ever again. So, yeah. I guess it's there technically, but okay, I did not know that about Shining Pearl. Oh, look, I just realized Fezandipity. Well, he's not a mythical, he's just kind of like a... I don't think these can reproduce, though. Yeah, these can't reproduce, can they? I've never tried it. I don't think they'd be able to. Because they're kind of those special sort of Pokemon. But yet they have a gender. Has anybody actually tried that? I have a feeling they won't be able to. But it's still interesting that they do have a gender. It's a massive pain, though. You need to fully complete the entire Pokédex. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not touching that. I don't even remember if I finished the Pokédex in that game. I really don't. Has anybody actually tried to breed a Fezandipity? I'm actually tempted to try it now. Should I do it? Just to see what happens? See if it actually works? Here, let me clear out my team here. Oh, look, I still have a bunch of eggs from before, too. Let's see, where was... what did I do with my... Oh, no, where is... Oh, I think I know where he is. Okay, let me just clear my team out here real quick. Let me move these. These are trade bait, so I will just move you over here. Where is... Oh, come on, where are you? I think I moved him back over here. Oh, crap. Did I misplace my Ditto? Okay, what's going on? Where are my Dittos? This is weird. My Dittos are missing. I had 2 Dittos, and both of them are gone. And I did not move them. I don't believe I moved them to Pokemon Home. I really have no reason to. That's weird. That is really weird. What? Maybe I accidentally swapped it because I was messing around. Okay, this is freaking me out a little bit. Hold on, let me save. Yeah, that's really, really weird. Okay, I gotta go look now. That's worrisome. I think if there's any one that I moved back, it might have been one of the Gend ones. Are they in my current party? No. And even then, when I do the search, they still would show up. They'd still show up in the party. Maybe I moved one and didn't even realize it. Because I have been moving a lot of Pokemon back and forth. If I lost my Dittos, I'm going to blame you, Moni. But I've been doing a majority of the moving between Sword and Pokemon Home, not Violet. Because I know I have extra Dittos in Pokemon Home, so I can just pull one if I wanted to. But it's kind of a bummer if my German Ditto is just, like, missing. Yeah, because I should have additional Dittos in here somewhere around here. But I really like my German one. Because he speaks German to me. And he always tells me about the Flogenheiser! German is one of those interesting languages. I don't know why, but I just really like hearing German people speak it. Like, some languages just sound awesome when they're spoken by, like, somebody that natively speaks it. They just sound amazing. German, for me, German is one of those languages. Even though it can sound kind of violent and hostile at times, it still sounds amazing. Okay, really? Now this is getting really weird. Because now I'm not even seeing any of my Dittos in here. Am I just missing them? What's happening? I know I've got like 4 Dittos in here. And they're pretty hard to miss. I don't like pressing X. It makes me feel bad. Because most of my Dittos, I keep them toward the end of my boxes, like the higher number boxes. So that's why I was surprised I didn't see any right there. So going this far back, I shouldn't... Yeah, I don't remember ever putting a Ditto all the way back over here. This is really, really strange. Oops, wrong button. Pokemon species. Well, there they are. Yeah, see, there's a couple of Gend ones, and then I have a regular one. So why didn't I see them? Jump to box. Did I just miss it? Oh, there he is. Well, there's one, but that's not my primary Ditto. I just keep thinking that I misplaced him somewhere. Well, that's a bummer because I liked my German Ditto. Because he was German. And how do you let the Switch let you transfer Rayquaza? Just pull him over? Yeah, it just, yeah. Are you not able to pull over your Rayquaza? Is that what you're asking? Well, I need to pull the Ditto over anyway. Let me just grab him real quick. I gotta pull him. That's really odd. That my German Ditto is just like missing in action. I don't know where he went. It won't let you? Did you buy the DLC? That might be a requirement. I don't think it is. I don't think it should be. Unless there's something specific about your Rayquaza that it won't let you do it. This is the one I just captured, too. This one I got the week before. Yeah, because like I've mentioned before, I've been going back to Sword and just catching all the legendaries over there. And these are some of the legendaries that I caught there a couple of weeks ago. The ones I caught last week are here. So there's the other Dialga that I have. And then I've got these extra guys. Yeah, these are all Pokemon that I just didn't capture the first time around playing Sword. But yeah, the Rayquaza, you should be able to just pull it right over. Yeah, see, just yeah. It'll give you a little warning. See the little record there, and that's it. It's from Pokemon. But even if it's Pokemon Go, I mean, I have been able to move over. Like, look. Like, see, this little guy is from Pokemon Go. But I've still been able to pull him over. Yeah, so I don't know if that's necessarily the requirement. Was there something else very special about him? Yeah, because I have Pokemon Go Pokemon in my Violet game. Yeah, look, it'll let me pull it over. It'll just warn me that I'm going to reset all the stuff, but that's fine. Yeah, you should be able to, because the deal is you just, I mean, as you normally would, you'd move it from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home, and then from Pokemon Home to Violet. Yeah, see? It did it for me just fine. The Rayquaza is now over here. But now I can just go back to Violet, and there it is. The only thing I can think of is there's something very specific about that Rayquaza. Was it, from a special event or something? Or, I don't know. I don't play Pokemon Go. I have it installed on my phone, but I never play it. It's just sort of there. So, yeah, I simply don't know very much about Pokemon Go, so I don't know how that works. All I know is a handful of people have traded me Pokemon from Pokemon Go, and I've gotten a few of them that were sent to me via surprise trade. Like that little Alolan Graveler that I just moved over, that was sent to me via surprise trade. But, yeah, we should be able to go back over here, and yeah, there he is. There's Rayquaza. Oh my god, Moni. Moni, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Moni's over there just shaking his head a little bit. He's like, God damn it, Richard. This is what throws me off, though, about this. I must have... I don't know what I was thinking, because the only time that I bring Ditto into my party is if I'm going to breed with him. That's the only time. So I don't know. Did I breed and just forget to take him out? I guess that's what happened. Because there he is. Now I feel like a moron. Everybody's just like, yeah, that's pretty stupid. Yeah. All right, fine. We're still gonna do this. Because the Pheasantipity, like I said, it's got a gender. And again, same thing here. This Rayquaza, he's a legendary, so he does not have a gender. So I'm going to take this Graveler out. Okay, so where is the Pheasantipity now? It's back over here somewhere. Where are you, you stupid chicken? There you are. Yeah, this is... I don't think we would be able to breed these. That was my whole understanding, is that we wouldn't, or at least you shouldn't be able to breed them. It's since they have... Ooh, careful. But since they have genders... Okay, I'm a little too close to this place. I'm just looking for a good place to set my table. Okay, here we go. This should probably be fine. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make our sandwich. We're going to put the ball out there, and we're going to see if Pheasantipity actually breeds. I will genuinely be surprised if it breeds. Where's my sandwich? There you are. I know you got a good laugh out of that, Moni. Moni's like, you're a jackass. He's like, I told you it was on the team. You'd have just looked. And now I'm over here making a sandwich with cheese. All right. Anyone want to take a bet? Was it the German one? Yes. Thankfully, it was the German one. That's the little guy I like to breed with. Yeah, my German Ditto is very, very happy. He eats really well, and he gets a lot of pokey booty. Okay, I'm going to put the ball out there and let them play for a little bit, and let's see if they actually produce eggs. Because if they do produce eggs... Huh. That'd be interesting then, because obviously you can't get these if you don't have the DLC. But if it is able to breed, which I honestly at this point don't know if it can or not, then that just means that if we wanted to help other people out that don't have the DLC, then we could just breed a bunch of these and then just trade them. Which would be interesting. Oh, Meriden's asleep. Oh, don't throw the ball over there. You're going to wake him up. Yeah, see, you woke him up. Do you ever wash your Pokemon? Oh, they wedged the ball under my foot. I'm like standing on the ball now. I'm like a little bit... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he kicked it out from under me. Okay. You think it's been long enough for an egg? It should be long enough for an egg. All right, let's check. Will there be an egg? Anybody want to make a bet? I honestly have no clue at this point. I'm going to say no. Okay, if I have to choose one, I'm going to say I don't think there's going to be an egg. But if there is an egg, I will be pleasantly surprised. So here we go. Is there an egg? Nope. No egg. And it's definitely been long enough. I mean, I can give them another minute or so. Because usually when I put the sandwich on there, because it's a level 2 egg sandwich. So usually whenever I have them come out and breed, they can produce an egg like within 20 seconds. And here it's already been a good minute. But just so we can say we're being thorough, I'll give them another minute. Here, they're not getting the ball here. Here, put the other ball out there for you. We'll give them another minute just so we can be thorough, and then we'll check again. It's either that or Ditto is not attracted to the chicken. She is poison type. Ditto's like, I ain't touching that. I don't know where she been. I have noticed that if I'm out here where the ball is, that the Pokemon will generally kick the ball toward me, which is why they will occasionally kick you in the face. Or they'll kick the ball and the ball will hit you in the face. Yeah, see, he hits it right back to me. Yeah, sometimes they'll just go, oh, look, see, Ditto's doing the same thing. It's kicking it back to me. Okay, so it's been about another minute. I still don't think there's going to be an egg. No egg. Yep, no egg. So, that begs the question, why do these have genders? Is it maybe just an oversight, you think? Because again, they generally only give them genders if they are meant to breed. Maybe they'll be breedable later? You think? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Because again, Miraidon, the only reason I keep him out here all the time is because I know he will not breed. He just doesn't. But that's weird that they gave these genders, but they don't breed. It's really strange. Yeah, no egg. Definitely been more than enough time. So, yeah. No extra poison chickens. I guess we could switch back. Unless there's another Pokemon anybody wanted me to breed here that I have. I've got plenty. Yes, it is considered mythical, but that's the thing. Is the other mythical Pokemon, like the ones that I pointed out earlier, like the Wuqian, the snail, he is also mythical. He, I believe, was in the same... Oh, look, see, here's another one. So maybe it isn't necessarily an oversight. Because this guy is supposed to be sort of like a mythical / sub-legendary, but this one has a breed too. Or a breed, yeah, well, yeah, this one has a gender as well. So that's really strange. So it's like, it seems very inconsistent. Either that, or there's a classification that I'm just not seeing. Yeah, like, see this guy? He doesn't have a gender. Yeah, he has no gender, so... And again, since he was considered mythical / legendary, I figured that he wasn't gonna, you know... The only breedable mythical Pokemon that I know of is Manaphy is breedable? Is it? I didn't know that! I never knew you could breed a Manaphy. And I have one. Wait, were we able to bring Manaphy over? I think we were. Because if I can breed Manaphy... Yeah, I'll give... Oh, there he is. Yeah, right here. Well, even this one doesn't have a gender. That is so... Again, it's just weird. So Manaphy... that does not have a gender is breedable. But the chicken that does have a breed, or does have a gender, is not breedable. That is so goofy. It only works with breeding with a Ditto. Okay. Well, I actually want to get a Phione. I actually don't think I've ever had a Phione. Gypsy Boy says he has a Dialga code. If anybody wants to hop in on that Dialga... Gypsy, if you actually need help, like if you actually don't have it yet and you need help, just let me know. Yeah, because if you need help, I'll bring out the Umbreon and I'll go help you out. But right now we're just messing around trying to get some Phiones out of this Manaphy. Because if that's... Oh, so Manaphy and Miraidon were talking there for a minute. And apparently Miraidon told him to F off. Because the Phione... would be one of those Pokemon that I would just breed and breed and breed and just, you know, get them to as many people as possible. Because I've actually not run into too many people that actually play with Manaphy. But I think Manaphy is very useful. You guys can just invite me regardless. Oh, you already got your own team. Okay. Well, but it's been that way in other games. Okay. Well, we're going to see. If I get an egg out of this, which I should... I mean, it's been more than enough time for an egg, so let's see. Oh, no, I didn't want to... God dang it. That's not the button I wanted to push. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, look at that! We got eggs! All right, so we're gonna get some Phiones out of this. You know what the weird thing is? I don't think I've ever actually had a Phione. When I got this, it was already a Manaphy. I don't ever remember having a Phione. So there we go. Awesome. We can get a few more eggs out of this guy. Come on, you and Ditto, go get it on. Do it. Go in the grass. Go in the tall grass. I won't look. I'll just talk to Miraiden. Hey, Miraiden, what's going on, man? Oh, Ditto and Manaphy, yeah, they're just chilling. They're doing their own business. You buy an egg power meal, Medali, you can increase the odds of an egg appearing near the world. Gypsy, I already have an egg sandwich, but thank you for the info. Yeah, I had already made one in the previous picnic that I was on, so I already have level 2 egg going. Oh, they lost their ball under the table. There you go. Oh! See? They kick it toward me, so the ball just hit me right in the head. And Ditto's trying to do the same thing to me. Y'all trying to kill me here. Leave me alone. Ditto's like, sorry, man. Even though Manaphy can breed a Phione themselves can't evolve. Really? Oh, that's weird. So how exactly would you get the Manaphy then? So is the Manaphy still kind of considered like a legendary in a sense? So it's a legendary / mythical that can breed, and it produces a Phione, but the Phione cannot evolve into a Manaphy. That's interesting. So if the Phione can't evolve as a standalone Pokemon, could the Phione still be useful? Because I know Manaphy's useful. I've just never used a Phione, so I don't know if they're any good. I imagine they'd be pretty good. Because you know how it is, like most basic Pokemon that don't have an evolution. Let me see, what's a Pokemon that does not have an evolution right now? There are plenty of them. Like the chicken. The chicken doesn't have an evolution. The Ogerpon is another newer one. And I'm talking just regular Pokemon. I'm not talking legendaries. I'm talking just regular Pokemon. That's what I'm trying to think of right now. And the Ogerpon and the chicken are kind of mythical, so I don't really want to deal with those. But certain Pokemon that are not special in any way, they just don't evolve. I'm trying to think. Tauros. Yeah, like Tauros. He's a regular Pokemon, a basic. He doesn't evolve, but he's still pretty good. He's still very useful. Geez, what's another one? Another basic Pokemon that doesn't evolve, that is not legendary or mythical. I could probably look in my bag and find out, but... I'm trying to think. I guess you could say technically like Iron Hands, but... Oh, Cast Form. Yeah, that's another one. The weird thing about Cast Form is Cast Form just has so many different forms. Oh, Rotom. No. Actually... Well... Rotom is kind of like Cast Form. Isn't he? Because he doesn't quote-unquote evolve. He just takes on the form of whatever it is that he inhabits. So it's not really an evolution. Because I believe you could take... Is it possible to kind of take the Rotom out of whatever it is? Kecleon, that's another one. But as you see, we're kind of having to really dig to figure out which ones are not... which ones don't evolve. Here, let me grab a few more of these eggs. And then I'll actually go into my bag, because now I'm curious. Because I know there's a handful of them. Okay, we should have like 8 eggs now. Oh, no. God dang it, I pressed the wrong button. No, no, come on, pack it up, pack it up. I don't want to be here. Stop. There. Sorry, guys. Press the wrong button, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the boxes. Let me put my Manaphy back in this place. Spinda. Pretty old by now. Spinda still gets cards. Yeah, in fact, Spinda just got a new card in one of the newer sets from Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, but now I am actually trying to think which ones don't evolve at all. Oh, Cramorant! Yeah, he's a basic. And he doesn't have an evolution. Let's see. Oh, I do need to put this little guy in here. Yeah, they're actually kind of rare. Pokemon that don't have evolutions. At least one. They do exist, but they're not that common. I think here... Plusly and Minoon both don't evolve. Oh, that reminds me. What's that other one? That little electric squirrel guy. He doesn't evolve either. I forget his name. You know what I'm talking about, though. It's like the little electric squirrel. That's all I could explain. Pachirisu, there you go. Oh, and Deden. Yeah, Deden's another one. I wasn't thinking Deden, but that one is, yeah. But yeah, the Pachirisu, that guy. I know he doesn't evolve. That's really all I can really think of. I'm sure I could go through the list and just find them all, but... For a while, Girafarig did not have an evolution until this latest generation. Now he does. And I think they gave it to him because he did need it. Because a basic Girafarig was not very good. He definitely needed an evolution. Let me see. Well, while I'm doing this, or while we're thinking about this, let me actually start hatching these eggs. Let me put some more eggs in here. Does anybody actually want one of these Phiones? Wouldn't it be awesome if I actually did get a shiny Phione? That would actually be amazing. I did do the German Ditto, so it is possible, or at least slightly more possible than it would have been. Chattit. That's another one. Chattit did not get an evolution. Yeah, he has not gotten an evolution yet. And yeah, Chattit, you know, I think that's one of those Pokemon that actually does need one. Because Chattit by himself is not really that good. Chattit was an Arceus, and I don't remember him ever being very useful in that game. He was good just to farm, but even then, he would run away from you all the time, so... yeah. Chattit, yeah, he could definitely do with an evolution. Now I don't want to go into the box because I actually want to get some steps in here so I can hatch these eggs. Oh, did you see that? Look what we got right here, guys. Look at that. Hey, come here, little buddy. Oh, he intimidated my bird. Quick ball. Anybody want a shiny? I actually have a couple of these already. But he's there, so it's like, might as well catch him. If anybody actually wants a shiny. I'll trade shiny for shiny if you want. So we got a shiny Shinx. No, get away, get away. I don't want to talk to the rest of you. I just wanted your brother. I've kidnapped your brother and now I'm leaving. Yeah, I really can't think of too many others. The Tauros, like I said, was obviously the first one that came to mind. Oh, Buffalont! I was thinking, yeah, there is another one that's similar to Tauros, but it's not quite him, but the Buffalont. Yeah, he doesn't have an evolution. Or I'm sorry, not Buffalont, is it Buffalant, I think is how it pronounces the name. Let me see. Wow, I've actually never faced this guy. I kind of should face him. Spiritomb. Oh, that's one too. Before you say it's... And before you... It's not. I know Spiritomb isn't either. He's neither legendary or mythical. He's just one of those kind of goofy Pokemon that they just kind of like to make it hard to get sometimes. Like in Arceus, he was a pain in the butt to get. He was a real pain in the butt to get him in Arceus. And you had to get him to complete the Pokédex. And the only way to get him in Arceus was to find all these little pieces of him, all his different fragments. And it was a lot of fragments. It was like... I don't remember. I just know it was like 157 or 257. It was a lot of fragments. And they were all over the map. And there were certain places that were just like, it was nearly impossible to find them. I think I got all but like 5 of them. And then I finally had to go and find help. Yeah, that was not fun. That sucked. Yeah, certain Pokemon, they're not mythical or legendary, but they just like to make them really hard to acquire at times. Da, 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 da. That's cool. He's a cool looking Pokemon. Never had a Phione. Now I have a Phione. So yeah, I gotta ask again. I know there's not many people here, but does anybody actually want a Phione? I will just basically give you a Phione. You can just trade me whatever. I'm so curious. I'm actually going to do a search here. Oh, my mouse turned off again. Let's see. Pokemon without an evolution. Oh, look at this. We got a full list here. Oh, well, this one just says 10 iconic Pokemon. No, this is different. This is not what I was looking for. No, these obviously evolve. That's the bad list. What is this? No, that's not. No, that's not it. Wow, this search is terrible. Here we go. Oh, excellent. Full list. Here we go. From Generation 1, they even have them separated by generation. Kangaskhan, Pinsir, Tauros, Lapras, Ditto. Duh, we didn't even think about Ditto. Aerodactyl, and the rest of these are legendaries. Generation 2, an unknown Shuckle, Heracross? Yeah, Heracross, okay. Delibird, Skarmory, Smeargle, Miltank, and the rest of those are the legendaries. Generation 3, Sableye, Mawile, Plusle, Minun, we already saw those. Volbeat, and Illumise. I always thought that Volbeat and Illumise were related. I mean, they look almost exactly alike. I thought that the Illumise was the evolution of Volbeat. That's strange. I guess they're not. Okay. Torkoal, Spinda, Zangoose, Seviper, Lunatone, Solrock, the cast form, you mentioned that, Kecleon, Tropius, Absol, Relicanth, Love Disc, and those are all legendaries. The Pachirisu, we already mentioned that. Chatot, we mentioned. Spiritomb. Oh, Carnivine. Rotom. Oh, so I was right. Okay, so Rotom technically does not evolve. He just inhabits the various different... He can just change his type. Okay. Let me see. It looks like the rest of these... Yeah, all of these are... Okay, yeah, all of those... Weird. Okay, yeah, all of those are legendaries. Gen 5. Victini. Why couldn't I think of Victini? Audino, Throw, and Sock. Again, I thought those guys were related in some way. I guess they're just kind of in the same vein, but they're not evolutions of one another. Maractus, Sigilif, Emolga, Alomamolo, Cryagnol, Stunfisk, Dredagon, Buffalont, Heatmore, Durant, Cobalion, Terrakion. Oh, these, I think these are getting into legendary status now. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to mention those. Generation 6, Hawlucha, Furfrou, Deden, Carbink, Klefki. Those are legendaries. Gen 7, Oricorio, Wishiwashi, Comfey, Oranguru, Passimian, Pyukamuku, Minior? What the heck is that? I have never even heard of this one. Minior. That's new to me. I've never seen that Pokemon. That is goofy looking. Kamala, Turtonator, Togedemaru, the name we all like saying, Mimikyu, Bruxius, Drampa, Delmise, and then the rest of those are legendaries. Gen 8, Cramorant, Phalanx, Pinkerton, Stonejourner, Ice-Q, Indeedee, from Sun and Moon, yeah. Morpeko, Dracozolt, Arctozolt, Dracovish, Arctovish, Duraludon. I think Duraludon, though, is about to get an evolution. If I'm not mistaken, with this next part of the DLC, I think they're giving him an evolution. So that might change. And then the rest of these are... Okay, the rest of those are legendaries. And then from Gen 9, we have Squawkabilly, Cloth, Bombirdier, Cyclizar, Orthworm, Flamigo, Veluza, Dondozo, the various Tatsugiris. Oops. Great Tusk. Again, these are kind of specialized Pokemon, so I don't really count them. But I guess technically all the new guys that came out, like the Great Tusk, you know, the Paradox Pokemon, they're kind of specialized, so I don't really count them. And then the rest of these are legendaries. Okay. Yeah, there's actually quite a few this time around that we didn't even think of, like the Flamigo. Don't forget Flamigo. Oh, now DJ's back. DJ, was it you that asked me about my Alolan Raichu? Do you know what I'm talking about? The Raichu that looks like he's surfing on his tail? Because I remember somebody asking me like 2 months ago. It was maybe 3 months ago. I broke out my little surfing Raichu, and I was like appreciating him because I love him because he's awesome. And somebody was like, "Oh, I want him, I want him." You don't remember asking about him. Oh, okay, then it wasn't you. Yeah, because somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody really, really wanted him. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I only have one. I can't trade it." And they're like, "Ah." Yeah. I don't remember who it was, though. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, while you're here, DJ, do you want a Phione? Yeah, I'm breeding these little guys. I wasn't even aware that you could breed these. But apparently you could breed Phione. And so I bred a whole bunch of them. Isn't that little guy like a crappy legendary? Well, that's the thing, though, is he's... I guess he's technically a legendary, but the weird thing is that you can produce him on, in mass, and it's just kind of strange. I don't know if he's bad, per se. I actually have not owned a Phione before this, so I don't even know if they're any good or not. Cures the Pokemon's status conditions in rain. Oh, hydration. I don't know if he's bad or good. I have Manaphy, which is what I was breeding him from, and the Manaphy is actually good, but I don't know if Phione is any good. But it's also one of those that I figure a lot of people probably don't have unless they were aware that you could breed him, which I obviously was not. So that's what I'm saying. If you want one, I'll just give you one. Yeah, and while I was running around trying to get these eggs to hatch, I found another shiny. You guessed you'll take one? Ugh. Well, I don't want to give him to anybody who's like, oh, I guess. I guess I'll take it. No, I want somebody that's going to love him and appreciate him. I don't want him going to a crappy home. What shiny was it? Oh, just a little, what was it? The little Luxio or Lux, whatever the little... This guy. Hold on. He's in here. This guy. Yeah, Shinx. There you go. I knew his evolution was like Luxio or Luxray or something, but Shinx, yeah. Yeah, nothing special. He just happened to be there, so I was like, yeah, I guess I'll take it. Yeah. I was just checking since I was there. I was like, I'll check. I have found out the hard way that flying or gliding does not count as steps. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I just... Oh, okay. I thought for a second that was another shiny. It's not. Because the shiny version of the Hoppip is green, just like the Breloom. You still have your 6 stars? Which 6 stars are they? Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another couple of 6 stars. How do you evolve Palafins? You can only do it in one of those little community circles that you make. Yeah, once somebody makes a community circle, you get into it and you go to somebody else's map, and then you feed it like a rare candy or get it to level up, and then it will evolve. Do you need that? Since we're kind of on a little lull here, if you actually need a community circle, I'll do one. Just to get your Palafin to evolve. Yeah, you guys will show up like right here. Here, I'll actually do one. It's not like I'm... Here, I'm in offline mode. Let me go online real quick. Six-star Fairy Dragapult. So that would not like poison or steel. I imagine the poison would probably do a little bit better. We can do it after the Union Circle? Okay, sure. It's just going to be a quick Union Circle just so he can get it to evolve. Do you need it? He hasn't answered, so... Yeah, if you need the Union Circle, I'll start one real quick. Just so you can evolve it. You do? Okay, sure. Let me do it here real quick. You'll just show off your shiny dancing fool? Okay. God, they put so much text here. It's like, dude, just connect me already. There you go. There's the link code there at the bottom. Ludicolo. The Ludicolos are pretty funny. They're goofy little dancers. Speaking of Ludicolo, I know he was in Detective Pikachu, the movie, and I've still not seen that movie. Is it, if for those of you who have seen it, don't spoil it for me, but for those of you that have seen Detective Pikachu, the movie, is it actually worth watching? Like somebody that has not watched really any of the anime or any of the other shows or anything, would they be able to watch it and actually get something out of it? Because if so, then maybe I'll go look for it. Maybe I'll go see if I can, I don't know, rent it or something. And the reason Ludicolo made me think of it is because I remember him. I did buy some of I did buy some of the Detective Pikachu um, Pokemon TCG cards, and he was one of the cards that I got a couple of copies of. So I was like, oh well, he was obviously in the movie then. So that's what made me think of it. Is that it? Are we all good? Anybody else need in? No? I imagined you're Neanderthals. Okay, well, we're going in. It is possible that the server that handles union circles is separate from the server that does the group battles. All right. So yeah, like I said, all you got to do is just level your Palafin, like just boost him up one level either by battle or just give him a candy or something, and he should evolve. Speaking of candies, I actually need to check my box here real quick. Oh, not my box, my bag. What am I doing? I gotta see what my candies look like, because I might have to sell some at this point. No, I'm actually still good. 935. Oh, wow. I'm getting close on the large. But yeah, 935. Getting close on that. Oh, what was my money at? Oh, crap. I've maxed out money and I didn't even realize it. I guess I should buy something. What can I buy, though? I don't really need anything. Here, I guess I'll get a few more luxury balls. I'm just trying to spend money at this point. I still see them on their phones, so I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they're just moving their stuff around. While they're doing that, I'm gonna walk around a little bit more and get my eggs to hatch. I don't know why, but to me, Ludicolo. Oh, look, you got it to evolve. Okay, good. There you go. You got it, buddy. You're all good. I just have my bird in my main slot right now. So I think that does it. You're all good now. If so, then we'll probably go ahead. I'll go ahead and close this, and we'll go just to do the 6-star. Can we do a little group photo? Oh, my egg is hatching real quick. Give me a sec. Okay, just oops. Yeah, sure. I don't here. I'll just kind of stand here. I don't know where you want me to stand. I'll just like be right here. Do you need me to put my bird away? I know he kind of gets in the way. Sick him, birdie. And then we got this other guy over here looking like Daft Punk. You know, I'm not the guy from Daft Punk. Dialga's so stupid big. He's like a dinosaur, I swear. Yeah, some of the Pokemon are like so tiny, and then some of them are just like, I guess you can get behind. Oh, you want me to get behind you? Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm just gonna. There, I'm behind you. Well, you moved. I was right behind you, and then you moved. There we go. When do we get floating phones? Tell the Dialga to look at the camera. Yeah, I don't even have my bird out. I have no idea how to tell it to look at the camera. Is that actually a thing? Can you actually do that in this game? I don't use the photo option stuff at all. I never use it. So I have no clue how it works. Do a cool pose? How do I do poses? Hold on. Is it down? Is it down? Oh, that's... Okay, never mind. Is it up? Oh, here we go, pose. Okay. I don't know. What is a cool pose you kids do nowadays? Is it this? Is that it? Back up a little bit. Oh, you want me to back up now? I have to like back out of this stuff here. Hold on. Okay, there. What was it down I pressed? Oh, wrong one. It's up. There we go. Okay. Here, I'll do that pose. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing like some kind of weird thing. These crazy kids and their darn poses. Back in my day, we only needed one pose. It was the prison pose. You got it? Okay. Seriously, I had this one friend when we were younger, because we didn't take a lot of pictures when we were younger. Cell phones and that stuff, when, you know, camera phones weren't really a thing at that point. And here, I'm actually going to close the circle because I'm done. We're going to go back and do, I guess, some 6-star stuff. If I can get out of this. How do I end this? Oh, there we go. I got to go to the portal, or... How do I get out of this? I have no idea how to end this. Just close it. Union circle, close. There we go, disband your group. Okay, here we go. We're done. But yeah, we didn't take pictures very often. But when I was about 19, 20 years old, I got my first like really nice camera. And I still have it. It's an old Minolta camera that used old school film and everything. I love it, that camera. It's amazing. And when I first got it, of course, I wanted to go take a bunch of pictures. So I bought, no joke, like 10 rolls of film. It was expensive. Got like 10 rolls of film, just started taking pictures of everything. And sure enough, I went to my old neighborhood, got a bunch of my old friends together. And I was like, I just want to take some pictures of you guys. We're like, okay, I guess. So took a couple of pictures. And of course, there's that one friend that would always do the prison pose. Do you all know what that is? In the prison yards, they have this way of posing for the cameras. And like some guys will just kind of stand in the back and they'll give like that tough face and they'll just hold their arms to their sides. And then there's always that other guy that is in the front, but he squats down and he does like this kind of weird sideways kind of peace sign or something. And he tries to look all tough, and that's like the prison pose. And of course, I had one friend that just liked doing that, and I was like, dude, you look like you're in prison. He's like, I don't care, man, it looks tough. You'll DM me the photo? Okay. I imagine I'm going to look like an idiot in it. Oh, that's right. I still have my other 6-star too, because I did the time thingy. I guess I'm not going to get a shiny Phione. What is my other 6-star then? I'm trying to remember where he was. Was it in this area or was it the other area? I think it's in this area. Oh, there it is. Go on, zoom back in. It's right over here. Okay, so we've got a 6-star grass type. I'm gonna actually fly over there. I know DJ had mentioned that he has one too. Do you want to do yours first, DJ, or do you want to just do this grass one? I'll leave it up to you. I think he's still doing the photo thing. He's still loading it up. Come on, Fione. Be shiny. Actually, it'd be really nice to have a shiny one. No shiny. I kind of want to take these now and just breed like 100 of them and just... oh my god. Oh, that's funny. It's a Ludicolo. You were just messing around with your Ludicolo, and now we got one here. So I guess for this boy, it's probably best to do flying. Yeah, we don't want to bring fire to this. What else is grass weak to? So, oh, poison. We could probably do poison. Yeah, I think I'll actually bring my poison boy. Yeah, let me bring my my Eternatus. I was just talking about him earlier. Ice. That's true, yeah. Ice could work too. I'm going to go with poison, though. You guys can bring whatever you'd like. I don't think this guy would be particularly difficult. I don't think he's going to give us a hard time. Well, come to think of it, does he have at least one ground move? I don't know if he has a ground. I don't think he does. But I gotta be sure. Let me see, Ludicolo. I don't think he has, because I know he's grass water. No. Okay, so he has just grass and water moves. And he does have a couple of normals, but that should be it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. As long as he doesn't have a ground move, I'm fine. Yeah, so I'm going poison. And just so you know, I'm going to immediately poison him. I'm going to hit him with Toxic, and then I'm just going to Venoshock him over and over again. Got a funny picture of the Dialga. While y'all are hopping in, I'm going to take a quick look at... Let me see. Oh, okay, you did message it there. That's actually a really good photo of that Ludicolo. Yeah. I'm going to share this on the Discord. Yeah, I want to share this on the Discord. This is actually pretty funny. The Ludicolo looks good. Let me see. Save image. Let's see. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Yes, it is a Ludicolo ride. Hop on in. Oh, why are you trying to save in such an odd place? There we go. Yeah, I'm going to share that to the regular channel. Here, I'll put that in the Pokemon channel. Get some of their error. Well, you've got time. I mean, no, it's not like people are clamoring to get into this one, so you got time. I imagined it was going to be just us three anyway. I'm bringing poison. Yeah. Ice works too. Ice is fine. But I just decided to go poison. In fact, I think this might be my last raid. I actually am pretty hungry. And it's already, yeah, it's already after 1 o'clock. I should probably go get some food. Ooh, you're ringing a Titan. Alright, here we go. That little headdress he's got on for grass actually suits him. Oh, he immediately got rid of your snow and made it rain. Yeah, these Venushocks should hit him pretty hard. Mildly hard. Oh, he already took the poison off of himself, damn it. Uh-oh, what's going on with you guys? Don't die. Please don't die. Oh, we've already had 2 deaths. It's not hitting me that bad. But then again, it hits me mildly effective. Oh, he's hitting me with chilling water now, you jerk. Lowering my attack. Maybe you guys should have brought poison. At least if we had all gone poison, we could have kind of worked together and just made sure that he was poisoned the whole time. Why didn't mine go off? That was weird. It didn't do my first attack attempt. That's strange. And our NPC Gianna over here with her support Umbrian. Well, there's a shield. I have a feeling that whomever... Oh, Neandals. I have a bad feeling that you might die here. Like, you'll get your hit off, but I think you might die. I don't know why. Just a feeling. Uh-oh. You gotta heal, guys. If we have even one more death, I don't know if we're gonna win. Okay, good. Shield's off. Okay, somebody heal. Somebody. There you go. Excellent. Somebody heal. Come on. At least one of you heal, for God's sakes. Please, seriously. We cannot let one of you die right now. I'm sorry, but I'm the only one doing serious damage to him. That's why I'm like, I really don't want to have to burn one of my turns for a heal. Oh, he confused me. Terrific. We're all confused. What's going on, man? Oh my god. We all get... Are you serious? Come on. Okay, I get it. We're all confused. Everybody's confused. I don't care. I'm just barreling forward, even if I smack myself in the face here. I heard the Titan smack himself in the head. The Titan's like, oh no, man. I might smack myself here. Let's see. Oh, no, it's going off. Okay, good. Hopefully this kills him. Oh, thank you. Okay. That's weird how he still managed to get his attack off after I killed him. No, you're not getting a quick ball. You're barely... Here, I'm going to give you a net ball. Yeah, then you was confusing. Because I attacked him, I finished him off, yet his hydro pump still managed to hit me. It's like, okay, I'm going to faint, but first I'm going to get this off and then I'll faint. Hey, at least we got a Mystica out of it. We haven't really had a lot of Mysticas today. Only two. It's the second one. So we got a Mystica. Careful. Wow, that besides the Mystica, those rewards were not that great. They were pretty average. Oh well. But I'm off, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. I probably will do a stream the day that the second part of the DLC comes out, which I believe is Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. If you haven't turned on your little bells to let you know when I'm streaming, make sure you do that so it alerts you. And I don't know if we'll be doing raids that day. I'm probably just going to be working through a majority of the DLC. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for hanging out. It was fun. We'll see you all next week and possibly this Wednesday. Be nice to each other. Go eat a taco and go walk your dogs because they really need to pee.